Previously, on Junior Adventurers League. Descending into the dungeons below the school, our junior adventurers have 3 tasks. They must recover 3 spell components, they must map 10 rooms, and they must make a secret delivery to the Bloodstone chest on behalf of Gygax, the school's skeletal headmaster. Passing through a lion-themed chamber, our adolescent heroes defeated a griffin, discovered an unpleasant rust aura, solved a cryptic illusion puzzle, and did battle with a pair of displacer beasts inside a hall of mirrors. With 4 rooms mapped and 1 spell component in their possession, there's quite a bit more dungeon still to explore. The adventure begins on the 2nd of Green Growth, year 735 of Kairosha's 4th Age. This is episode 27, Monster Mash.
My name is Kate, and I play Jrmi, who is a halfling bard, and she is 12, 11. How old are you?
I'm 13.
She is 12, and she looks like a white-haired Merida.
Hi, guys. I'm Heather. I play Valqwyn Cruzera. She is a half-drow fighter. She's 15. She's basically just a walking arsenal in some awesome owlbear armor.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Very cool. And who's next?
Hello, my name is Cody. I play Theodûir of House Thomel. He is a high elf sorcerer, and he's got like slick black blonde hair, really elegant, fancy robes, and he's definitely a little bit of a prick. That's about it.
It's a small prick. Yeah. Great. So you guys are standing in this chamber with all of these eerily non-reflective pieces of glass arranged in kind of a strange sort of maze-like design. But it's very easy now to kind of look around the room and get the general layout. There is a pile of ash at your feet and a dead displacer beast paw, and Moss has picked it up and it's like worrying it back and forth like a dog with a rat. Like,
Moss, put it down.
We're trying to help you.
Pending intimidation.
Bad.
You can do animal handling. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, great.
Or intimidation.
Intimidation, it is.
Threaten him.
Mod 20.
Woo!
Okay, he just like looks at you and it falls out of his mouth, and you see like a pool of pee like spreading out from underneath him.
I'm gonna take the paw before it gets all pee covered.
Before it touches
You're way
the pee.
too
Yeah.
scared,
And then
Jrmi.
back away.
Cool. So it's one of those like one of the tentacles, right? Like so it's got all the hooks on the end of it, and then it's cut off, and so it's just like bleeding this like green ichor that's their displacer blood. Yeah, it's pretty great. Like sticking it in your bag, like it's gonna get all of your stuff. Like, what would you do with a severed hand and a backpack?
Can we
right?
char
Like,
it somehow?
Use some of the rags to just wrap it up.
Oh,
Wrap
that's
something
true.
around
Yeah,
it.
you could cauterize it.
Yeah.
Do you have like a flame
Prestidigitate?
spell as like a cantrip?
I don't know. Can I use prestidigitation to create a flame?
Yeah, I think you can use prestidigitation either to create a flame or to stop it from bleeding. Yeah, like that's
Cool.
fine with me. Cool.
Thank you.
So you do
Close it
some
up, yeah.
magic.
All of my like glitter
Stick it in the
things.
bag.
Oh no, we wouldn't want to get any blood on your clothes.
Is there any chance we can take it?
Just covered in blood. Like Val is like head to toe covered in
Take her.
displacer blood, right? Like,
But you
yeah,
take care of
green
that.
dripping off of you.
Wouldn't want to get
Awesome.
you dead.
Yeah, you guys really haven't explored this room, and there's obviously also the chamber, like the door that leads back out into the hallway. What do you want to
Explore this room.
Yes.
Oh, weird. Why did you want to do that? Yeah, you can give me perceptions, I guess. Like, it's not too hard to see.
I see nothing. I'm just distracted by how awesome that fight was.
11.
Yeah,
3.
right. You're like trying to tell everyone, did you see the part where I like swung around? You're like,
And I'm like listening.
yes, I was
to you
literally
because I
there.
also got a
Val.
3, so I'm just, oh my god, because I didn't see this necessarily.
That's true. Yeah, so I'm
Right.
describing it moment by moment for you.
Also, Theo didn't see most of it as he was wandering around.
I got an
How'd you do,
11.
Theo?
So the
Okay,
best.
yeah. So they're too concerned with how cool they are.
And I'm like, totally different.
You, however, remember that when you first came into the room, you saw a reflection of a door that wasn't the door that you came in on one of these mirrors. And now that all the mirrors are kind of faded, you can clearly see, like, oh, the door is right there. There does appear to be a metal door, again, sort of carven with a pair of, like, heraldic displacer beasts up against one wall. And you know it's not the way that you came in.
Cool.
So, what do you want to do?
Oh, wait, so there's 2 ways. Is that what you're saying?
There's the way you came in, and then this way. This
Should we
other
keep
side
going
door.
down?
Yeah.
Or what? Should we see what's further?
I really think we should take a rest or maybe
Do we
drink
need
some
to?
health potions because hit points are not looking good.
What are you, 3 or 13?
13.
Okay.
I'm at 18. But that's like almost full for me.
Yeah.
I mean, we can take. How many hit dice did you spend?
2.
Oh.
I've spent nearly all of mine. I have
Moss
one
is
left.
real messed up too.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Let's not talk about anything, and I can cut this out.
Let's talk about everything. So the thing we should do to win is just kill everything,
That is how you beat D&D.
including the. I mean,
Yeah, Moss has 4 hit points, so he's pretty effed up, and he's out of healing surges for like.
Do we know
hit
how
dice
long
for
we've been
today,
down here?
So, a couple of hours, I would say at this point. You know, not actually that long.
So if we take like an 8-hour rest, it would be like into 10 hours of our day.
6-hour rest.
6 hour. Yeah.
It's a 6 hour.
We could do that.
Yeah, we could do that. So it'd be 8 hours, so it's only like a half a day that's gone. Not even.
Yeah.
So we can keep going.
Who among you trances?
Yes. Sure.
I don't think I do. Do I?
Elves usually trance.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're an elf.
I don't think half elves trance.
We almost never rest in the junior.
We really
adventures.
don't. Yeah, we
almost
just
never
like
happens.
end and we're like, okay.
Yeah, Yeah,
I
okay,
mean,
cool. Yeah.
I can
See
cast
ya.
Lumen's tiny hut.
That's
and
what
then
I
we'll
was
be
thinking.
Safe in
Yeah,
there.
that's what I was
You can.
figuring we should.
Okay.
I would prefer that.
I'll do
I'd
that.
like to sleep.
Awesome.
I don't want to
it.
trance.
Whatever. Okay.
My beauty
Oh,
rest.
you're like a
is
special
I
needed.
need my
fancy boy
beauty
who's like
sleep.
too
Yeah.
adventurous. Yeah, your beauty sleep. You put your mask on, right? And like lie there in your
Of all the
sleep.
He
things
gets an
you
extra
need.
You like
hour.
cucumbers over your eyes. Yeah.
I will not trance.
He needs an extra hour of sleep, and then he also needs like 3 hours in the morning to like do
Yes.
his hair. And,
Trancing
like,
is for
yeah,
rogues
it's-
and peasants.
It's just like a full hour of him combing it to make sure it's perfect.
People who need
Yeah.
to stay up all the time and keep an eye open. I'm not for that. I sleep. I need my slumber.
You have
Yeah,
people
no.
you pay.
Right,
Yeah, I pay people
absolutely.
to watch for.
Okay, great. Yeah, you guys can. You're discussing like, should we sleep? And then you turn in Moss is on his back asleep already. Right.
So we cast the hut over him.
Yeah, I'll cast the hut.
So there you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, right. Okay. Describe your hut. What does it look like?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
So it's rainbow in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And technically, like, glitter can't be there, but there's glitter there
I see. Yeah. Okay.
everywhere.
There's like those disco things that
And
shoot
just,
the,
like,
lights on
There's
the
no
walls.
glitter, but you kind of feel like
Yeah.
there's glitter,
Just
right?
shimmering.
Like it seems like the kind of you would assume looking at
There's
it,
glitter
there's glitter.
everywhere.
And I don't know if, like,
Uh-huh.
pillows and shit appear. I can't remember.
No, it's literally just
Yeah.
a dome of like force. There's no you can control the lighting in there is the one thing you can control. So you can make it like people looking in would either see it being clear, they can see through, or it can be like opaque, so they
Yeah, I
can't
don't
see
want
through
people
it.
seeing.
Seeing the rainbow.
But
Right.
yeah, it's just like if I can control the lighting, can I make it the light like change from
Yeah.
color to color?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. And I would say you could get like opaque just means they can't see through it. So if you want the outside of it to be like a shimmering like rainbow,
I kind of want it to look like a
colors,
pearl.
you can
from
do
the
that,
outside.
right? Like, oh yeah, cool. But like one color.
Like the color, it's like opal. You know?
Yeah, so like the different lighting
Okay,
changes
cool,
it.
cool. But it's very like Lisa Frank
Oh god.
kind of style, right? Where it's like all
yes.
twisty, beautiful, like yeah, great. But otherwise, it's just saying you can also control the temperature in here. So if it's like cold outside, you don't have to make it cold. But it's pretty balmy in the dungeon, so you're okay.
So it's cooler in there.
Yeah.
Great. Anything you guys want to do while you camp,
Just
or just
sleep.
sleep?
Yeah.
Sleep and sleep.
Sleep and eat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So when you guys rest, you can if you rest for 6 hours, you get all of your stuff back. You go back up to full, and then you, Val, have a magic item that you have not attuned to yet. So if you want to attune to that lion's shield, you can figure out what it does.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So it functions basically just as a regular shield, first and foremost, but it also has an ability. It has a certain number of charges. It's just called a lion shield. It has a certain number of charges, and as a bonus action, it's 3 of them it starts off with. As a bonus action, you can expend one of those charges to have it roar in a 15-foot cube around you, and it basically functions like the spell Thunder Wave.
Awesome.
So you cast it, and it, boom, blasts a bunch of
Awesome.
people. It's a bonus action. You can do that 3 times per day, and then because it has 3 charges, and then every day at dawn, it regains 1d3 charges. So you roll like a 3-sided die. I mean, you'd roll a 6-sided and just say 1 to 2 is 1, and
Yeah.
3 to 4 is 2, or whatever like that.
Perfect.
So then it regains those charges back. So it doesn't ever like run out of uses. It just recharges
Gotcha.
again at dawn.
Awesome. So
Cool. That's when you have it equipped. Like when you're using it, it can do that. Otherwise, it you can't have it like roar on your back.
Yeah,
You have to be holding
yeah.
it and using it.
I know with the Lion Shield and
yeah.
Constance, it's a
Cool.
pretty cool combo.
It looks very
Right?
cool. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, Constance is also pleased with you. You have done a couple of her orders, or her like.
I've definitely punished the wicked.
And,
The tone of falsetto is
Yes,
a little
sure.
more strenuous, but
Yeah, so, some of that stuff is like, because you're not really a paladin, but it's always like kind of trying to push you towards
Right.
being a paladin. It's like, you're a cool sword,
Yeah.
but like, chill out.
I got the pamphlet.
Great. What does this camp look like? What are you guys doing in there?
I probably ate and then slept.
Yeah.
You don't like demand a bedtime story? or
You
anything
should
like
from
that?
Theo.
You're a little old, I guess. You're 12.
Yeah, I'm probably like make up my
You're
own
12 at
story
this
as
point.
I'm falling asleep.
Singing yourself to sleep.
Kind of quietly muttering.
And then she saved the world.
I pull like a unicorn plush out of my bag
Yeah.
from nowhere.
Right. Yeah. But like, try to hide it that way no one like sees it. Like you're in your bedroll and then like slide the unicorn plush into place. Like,
I like the idea
Yeah.
that, like,
Yeah.
as you're falling asleep, I, like, wake you up. I'm like, wait. So what happened next?
yeah. You were
You
listening
need
to the
it?
story.
I need
He's
the
just
rest
like
of the
wide-eyed
story.
waiting.
Theodûir actually is the one who knows the story the most. Yeah.
I feel like I very OCD placed my armor in like a specific manner and then just passed out.
Yes.
On a bedroll, like halfway in.
You're horribly
halfway out.
scrolled, but your
Just,
armor
like,
is super
perfectly
neatly
done.
arranged. You just right, yeah. Moss is in a similar situation. He has one of those dog dreams where he's like asleep and then like starts to run in his sleep, right? Right, like he thinks
He's just
after
a full-on
something.
dog now. Yeah.
He's just
Dog
a
badger.
badger dog monster. Yeah.
We're not going to change him back.
Okay, great.
Oh.
I think we
No, we're gonna get all the
We'll
we'll
better
get
like
him, but then we'll make like a stew or something like that.
There's no reason.
We like
even,
him this
yeah.
way.
It's horrible.
He's much more useful.
Great. So 6 hours passes, and you guys can awaken, fully refreshed and ready to continue. Great. Do you want to dismiss the hut? Cool. Nothing has come or bothered you in the night. The dungeon seems pretty still, like unless you're moving around. It's almost as though it's designed to be viewed. It's like almost like an amusement park or something, right? Like when you're not in the room, it's like nothing is happening, right? If you're not moving around, so they don't think there's like wandering monsters or anything like that.
It's like an amusement
Great.
park.
What do you want to do? You're still in this
Do I go through
mirror
that
room.
door?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's
I think
do
we
that.
should just hang out next
Cool.
to the rust door for days.
For days and just see what happens.
It took
Yeah.
so long to get that rust off of my shoulders.
Yeah, right.
Entire
Just buffing,
time.
like you were up like half the night, just like no.
Don't get anything back because you weren't really resting.
Right? Yeah, you're too busy.
In my sleep and just.
Great. So you can head over to the door, and it's just this big, solid metal door again, like kind of embossed with these two displacer beasts, kind of like that.
Awesome.
And then you can see it just has like a knocker in the middle of it.
Hey Theo, why don't you go check that out?
Check it out. You want me to check it out? All right. I'll go up to it. I'll do.
I don't want the rest to come at me.
I'll do an
again.
Arcana check, I guess, on this door.
Great. Yeah.
So selfishly
Go for
like,
it.
oh look, a door go.
It's a 10.
Okay. It has some magic on it, the door. You think it's probably like magically operated, but you don't know if it's good or bad or if it's trapped or just a magic door. Like you're not sure with your 10. You just know you sense that it has kind of a magic aura.
Okay.
Can I check for a trap?
Mm-hmm. Perception if you want.
Ooh,
That should be investigation, excuse me.
Investigation.
You don't know, you wouldn't re-roll. Okay, fine.
Oh, well then 1.
You're a halfling, though.
Right. So what were you
You
saying?
re-roll ones, right?
So,
Oh,
5.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying that if you, like, it's a perception, or it's an investigation, then I'll re-roll it. I was like, oh, no, you could just use the same
Oh,
roll.
yeah.
5?
Yeah.
You said? Okay, yeah, no traps. Not that
Seems
you can-
fine. Let's go.
Alright, I'm just gonna go over and open that knocker. Is our handle or just
Cool,
the knocker?
yeah,
You're gonna knock it.
As the handle, so you can, like
Yeah.
almost, like, pull the door
I go and I
outward.
pull.
Yeah. So you grab it, you kind of, like, whatever,
Yeah.
I don't care. And the door, like, slides this way and opens up into a small chamber. And, like, you're waiting for something. Nothing seems to happen. Yeah.
The shield like barely pops up.
That magic sense grows stronger, Theo, from inside the room. Whatever that thing you sensed was.
So it wasn't
Yeah.
probably the door.
Great.
It just seems like it's. Yeah. Okay.
Can
Yeah.
we see anything with our dark
It's a
vision?
very small chamber. Yes, totally.
Awesome.
It's a very small chamber. It's maybe about like 10 feet by 10 feet and like vaguely like pentagonal or something. It's got like multiple sides. And and it's just lined with these mirrors that are all kind of facing inward. So it almost looks like a changing room or something like that, right, where they have mirrors all around you. You step inside, and you're looking at it, and it looks pretty much like a room full of mirrors. You could do like an investigation or perception check if you want to see anything else, but it's like very small, and just you're kind of surrounded by
I'll do an
mirrors
investigation.
again.
Perception.
Great.
Ooh, 22.
Nice.
Mod 20.
Cool.
8.
Nice.
You're looking at yourself.
Yeah, I'm just
Val
like, oh,
is-
his armor and shield are awesome.
Totally.
So shiny.
Totally.
Just doing awesome poses. Yeah.
Constantly. Right, yeah. No idea of what else is in the room.
There's a bit of rust on the back there.
Yeah.
No.
What? Yeah. Yeah, you see like one spot of rust you missed and start to panic. Yeah. But both Theodûir and Jrmi can notice something in the mirror. Jrmi, when you look into it, you can see that everyone looks the same, because everyone's kind of in the room now, except for you. In the mirror, you're wearing this like brilliant, resplendent purple cloak that kind of comes down and almost looks like it's made out of like a displacer beast pelt that's kind of draped across you. Theodûir, in the mirror, you see that you're wearing the cloak. Jrmi looks normal, but you're the one wearing the cloak. And it's this beautiful, and like it's purple and like bright, like obviously magical, and this awesome, gorgeous cloak. But your reflection is wearing it, and you obviously
Can I do
not
an-
wearing it.
Can I do an
Jrmi, you see the
Arcana
same
check?
thing.
Again, in here.
Yeah, sure.
17.
Okay. Yeah, you think that the room is basically suffused with illusion magic of some kind. Yeah, like it's radiating out from the mirrors, and it kind of floods the whole room. Yeah.
You don't see anything, right?
I don't see anything.
You
I just see my
your-
awesome armor and my
your
poses.
armor.
Yeah, no, you're not really paying attention. Yeah.
You're busy.
I'm very busy. There's cool stuff to look at, and it's me.
Moss goes over to his reflection and kind of starts patting at it like he's confused. Do you think Moss might see it as well? Yeah.
A badger. It's just super oversized.
Does anyone else see?
Yeah, he's like swimming in it. Yeah.
It's just rolling on it.
Do I see
But
that they
Jrmi, it
have
should be
it,
noted that
or-
your cloak, like, no, only and when you look in, Theo,
Only-
only you have it. Jrmi, when you look in, only you have it, and it's sized for you. It's not like a
Yeah.
tall person's cloak that's on the ground. Like it's sized for a halfling. It looks like you should be wearing it, and you look really good in it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
So do you, Theodûir. You look pretty rare.
I
in
want
this cloak.
it.
You want
It's
this
even
cloak.
more elegant than your robes.
Yeah, it looks cool. Right. It like adds to the robes. It makes them cooler. Like enhances
Does anyone else see
your
what-
robes. Yeah.
I'm wearing in this mirror?
You look normal, but I look really good.
What do you mean? I look normal.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Get me for once!
No.
Moss kind of.
It's about me always.
Like, no, me. Look at me. I'm
I'm
the
looking
cool
at all
one.
of you, and you guys look the same. What are you talking about?
I've got...
You can roll a perception again if you want, Val. You can have advantage this time if you want.
13.
Yes, you're wearing a cloak. What are you talking about? You had the cloak on the whole time. Yeah.
What?
You almost didn't notice it before, and now you're like, wait,
Guys.
you turn, and like the cloak flaps
This makes my
out.
armor look even better.
Yeah.
You have enough
Oh my god.
stuff.
It's like woven into your armor.
Yeah, just like a
Woven
perfect
into
cape.
Yeah, it looks so cool. Yeah. But what do you guys want? What do you guys want to do?
There's no way out besides the way we came in.
Nope.
Can
not
I
that
check-
you can see.
Can I
Not with your
check the mirrors
perception.
and see if any of them, like, open?
Just handprints
Sure.
all
Yeah.
over them now.
You can go place your hand on one of the mirrors, and you see obviously your reflection comes up, and you see your hand passes through the mirror.
All right.
Okay. Do I lose my hand?
Oh no! You can pull it back. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna do it, and then what happens? Do I lose my hand?
When Theodûir pulls his hand back, he's like,
Just place a piece by. They're just like,
fuck you, Theodûir.
Fuck you, Cody. Your hand's gone.
No, yo, you can do the same thing. You can put your hand in and pull it back. It's
But it's matching with like. Okay, so here's what I want to try to do.
Yep.
I want to try to pull.
cloak.
off.
Great. Theodûir reaches into the mirror and he grabs the cloak off of his shoulders, and the other, that's the first time the other one changes. It kind of goes like, yeah, like nods, like take it. And you grab it and you pull it out of the mirror and then into reality. And now you are holding the cloak. And you can see Jrmi and Val,
damn
that your
it.
cloak disappears from the rest of it. Yeah. So you are holding this shimmering, beautiful, purple, like velvety cloak made out of the skin of a
Awesome.
displacer beast.
Cody,
Yeah.
sorry he trampled on you on that. He kind of totally just trampled
I'll never
on
get
that.
anything cool.
But Theo's
Yeah.
awesome
quit.
with it.
But Theodûir is not sorry.
I rolled a 17 to quit.
He doesn't care.
He
Yeah,
does not care.
Could not be more pleased.
Oh, look what I got.
Oh! You don't get to stay in my hut tonight. You have to trance on the outside like a peasant.
Like a peasant, yeah. Like a
You could lay on
dirty
your
pariah.
nice little cloak on this horrible ground.
Great, yeah, now you're holding the shimmering
Awesome.
cloak. I assume you want to put it on.
I'm like,
It's
yeah, well, I
pretty.
got a shield, so whatever. Mine's
I have a
shinier
bunch of
anyway.
stuff.
I do
I
have
will.
a bunch of stuff.
Great. And so it's fit to me pretty much, like it's my size because I pulled it off of me, huh?
Yeah,
That's
it's your
great.
size
So
because you
guys
pulled it
can
from your
have it.
reflection.
Oh my god, it's gonna help your mirror
could
image
trim it.
thing so well.
You could. I guess.
You would know, Theodûir, that magic items tend to resize
Sure.
themselves.
You've seen Doctor Strange.
For people. Yeah, so if Jrmi
It
took
would
it,
just.
then, yeah.
I want to.
Where do you in the night?
I'm gonna keep it because it's a robe, and I think it might be a wizardy thing, sorcery thing. I'll attune to it and we'll see what it does. But if it's something that might benefit you, I'll give it to you. You know what I mean?
It lessens your armor by 3.
Yeah, it like weakens only me for some reason.
Yeah,
like,
it's way worse.
it's
yeah.
Theodûir.
When wielded by a sorcerer, the cloak of whatever, yeah, and it's like actively bad for you
You can't use any spells.
But you still don't give it to her. Like, yeah, you don't want to admit
Well,
it.
it looks
Does it
better.
look
Yeah.
familiar at all? Like, does it look like something that Odo's group has?
No.
Cool.
You don't know if Odo came to this place. You think Odo probably went to a
Just
different
kidding.
part of the dungeon. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's. I mean,
This
it's
is a
unique
general
item.
dungeon question. School question. Is this such a huge dungeon that they like
Yeah.
students just go to all sorts of different areas that like
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The school's not that old. Odo was in like the first class that went out there. The school's only been around for about 10 years, so there's only probably been about 5 other graduating classes, right, between that time. So it's not like you think eventually they'll run out of dungeon. Might have to repeat certain areas, but yeah, it is such a large area. They don't generally send on final exams crews to the same spot. They might send one party to this area, one party to this floor, one party to this floor. You guys went through the chimerical door and to this area, but there are other parts of the dungeon. It's massive,
Yeah.
right? It's this huge underground complex. Yeah.
Awesome.
So is the mirror like
Yep.
solid now?
Yes.
boom,
Cool.
boom,
Nice.
boom.
And actually, you notice after a couple seconds, they kind of like fade in the way that the ones in the main chamber did too. Now that the cloak
Do we
is
see
down.
any other exits out of this room? No? Okay.
Cool.
Nope, just the one you came in.
Do we want to go back to the main triangle area and try one of the other, like the
We
ram?
have
or
the rust area.
No, that's behind this one.
Well, there's 2 ways to it, right?
I'm not going back to that rest
Yeah.
area.
There's like the Hall of the Chimera, which had like the 3 hallways out. You guys went through the lion, and then around that triangle, there's another larger triangle, and that's where those summoning circles are. And there's the cave-in on one side, and the rust
Nope.
on the other side, and then there's the mirrors. On
I
one side.
refuse.
So you do have some other room options if you don't want to go to the rust area,
I
but
feel like we have to eventually.
it's up to you guys.
We don't have to.
We don't
There's
have
a
to.
bunch of rooms.
There's lots, yeah.
Don't we want to map every room though? Isn't that one of the challenges?
Yeah, but if this dungeon's gonna be like 800 rooms big,
Yeah.
then
So we can
Well, I
map
think-
the majority of them.
You just don't know if they all. You don't know if they all
Yeah.
connect up, right? Like
Oh,
you're not
that's
100%
true.
sure
Yeah.
how it works. You might not have to, but so far you've done the room with the chimera in it, and then the like chimera like lower portion of that room, and then you've done the lion area. That's 3, and then some of the hallway, but I don't know if that would count as the full room. And then this displacer room, and then the side rooms. You've done 5 rooms so far.
Oh, we need 10 rooms.
yeah.
You need 10, but you also need the 3 component parts, and you have to find a way
Yeah.
down onto the level below.
Yeah.
And the bloodstone chest
Oh, and
to
that
put the
package.
special delivery in. Which, by the way, you have not opened yet.
I have
right,
not.
Bill?
I think I
You keep
completely
asking us
forgot
if
about
we've
it. I
opened
think
it.
he's
Like,
the
we
one
have-
that like actually cares. It's just in my bag. I'm like, oh, is that there? I
You don't
didn't,
care
like,
at all?
I
Okay.
don't even remember it's in
You're
there.
just such a troublemaker. I just assumed you would like if someone told you to do something.
Be
Like,
like,
Val would be
"Ooh."
the one who would
Do
instantly
you want me to hold on to it?
Ooh,
Because I'm
okay.
lawful good and I won't open it because I was told not to.
Hold on to what? Oh, that's right. There's something in the bag. Go for it. I don't care.
Shoop.
I'm just too busy with my awesome shiny things.
Now
Jrmi
I have it
instantly
in
takes
my
it
bag.
and opens it. Right, like
like,
you fell for it.
I'm lawful good and I won't.
It's things need to change around here.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to go ahead
what's
into
the
the
plan?
other chimera areas and kind of map those.
Okay.
And then we can try to find a way down from
Great.
there. And we can always come back to this spot too if we find some way to resist rust.
What are the ingredients we need again besides the
It is.
paw?
You displace.
Organ's
You
horn
got
and
it.
a
Okay.
roper's eye.
A roper's eye.
Mm-hmm.
Can I?
Yep.
do a nature check on a roper?
You
Can I whip out
yes,
my
you can.
monster manual?
Yeah.
Yes, you get advantage. Only if you lay down.
Well,
on the
Always.
I
floor.
mean,
Always. It goes without saying.
Nice, I needed that. Mod 20.
Cool. A roper is a very unusual kind of monster. It lives in caverns, and it kind of looks like a stalagmite. It like shoots up out of the ground of a cavern, but it's actually like a creature that kind of looks like is like sort of camouflaged to look like a stalagmite, but is like a predator, and it has these like long tendrils that it shoots out and tries to pull its prey in. You also know it has like they're known for having one eye, so its eye being kind of
Is it
significant.
inset
Yeah,
or is it on
kinda
a
like
stalk?
It's inset. I can show you a picture of a roper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
You can see it
they...
very well.
Oh, gross.
Oh, cool.
Gross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ick.
They look like stalactites, and then they like kind of lash
Yeah,
out at you.
I see.
Yep.
So-
like a mimic,
oh, I
but
see.
not.
Do they...
Yeah, kind of like that, but they only
Do
look
they-
like stalactites. They're like mites because they're on the ground.
Do they
Yeah.
give out an aura of rust or anything like that?
Ah,
Not that I know.
Not that you know.
Okay.
just trying to get me to ruin my armor.
I mean,
trying
there's only
to
one
find out
monster
if we
you
need
know
to
of
rust
that.
monster.
Basically.
Right. The rust monster is the monster that is
With
normally
rust.
associated
Oh,
with
rust
that, right?
auras.
The little cockroachy
Right,
thing.
rust
Yeah,
monster.
yeah, the rust monster. Well, you've never heard of them having an aura, but you know that anything they touch with their antenna
Yeah.
crumbles. So an aura that rusts is kind of unusual, but yeah.
Because that's what that is, right? That's like how I would kind of describe that.
Yeah, because it's in the air.
Yeah, totally. You look like as Val got closer to that area, that's when her armor
Yeah.
started to rust. So yeah, you think so.
But I got most of it off now.
Well, I don't think we need to go there necessarily
No,
right now.
No.
Fine, I'm fine leaving it behind.
Okay. Should we do the
I already
ram?
got my robe.
Let's do the ram,
so.
yeah.
You can use your shield against
That's
the
all that
ram.
matters.
Yeah.
I feel like
Can.
something like
Right.
that has to happen.
So you guys want to head back to the
Yeah.
ram area?
What did the
Okay,
ram
cool.
say?
So you can head back out.
What do we need from a
Let me do
Gorgon?
something really quick.
What do we need from a Gorgon?
Horn?
A horn.
Gorgontoran, yeah.
Great.
The horn.
Love it.
Great. So you guys head back out into the hallway, and then do you want to go back through the lion area, like the way you came in, to get to
Yeah.
the ram
Yeah.
spot?
Yeah.
In order to
Yes.
get back there.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Great. Perception checks, please. As you
Why?
cross back into the
No.
hallway.
What could be wrong?
21.
15.
Great.
12.
I see everything this time.
I'll roll one from Moss too. Oh, great. Moss crits. So both. Sorry, what did you get, Theodûir? Okay, cool. So Val and Jrmi and Moss, as you guys kind of come out of the mirror room and start to head back towards the lion area where you came in, you guys hear some kind of a flash, almost like of sound somewhere in this corridor. You don't see anything, and then after a second, you hear something moving around on the far side of the room. Moss goes really tense and is looking around. He obviously smells it and is sniffing back and forth. And he comes over to you, Jrmi, and is like kind of pawing at you, like there's something here in the hallway with you. But you think it's such a long, big triangle. It's probably on the opposite side from where you are. Yeah, some kind of a creature or a beast. Yeah.
And I know nothing.
You don't hear it immediately, but you see
I see
Moss's
everyone's
reaction
reaction.
at least.
So I'm
Yeah,
like,
something's
what's
going
going
on.
Here.
I know,
Yeah.
guys, there's something here.
You got like a 20
I got
something,
21.
right, Val? So you hear kind of like and then
Oh, it's an owlbear.
Yeah.
Guys, there's an owlbear here.
What? An owl bear?
Yes,
Are you sure?
my people. I mean,
You what?
I'm not a
Ranger.
Turns out you're half drow, half owlbear, right? That's the other
I just
half.
hit it
We never
really
talked
well.
about it, but everyone assumed you were half human, but no,
owlbear.
actually the whole time she's
This
been
hair
half
is actually
owlbear.
feathers.
Yeah.
So you're a quarter bear.
What was that
quarter
mating ritual
owl.
like? What drow where?
Drow.
It was a magical thing. Don't worry about it.
Great.
So you're only a quarter owl and a quarter bear,
then half
half drow.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Right,
Here we are.
Here we are. So you guys just want to duck back into the lion room, or do you want to?
Could we tell where it was coming from?
You think it's like way the opposite. So this is the triangle. You think you're here and it's here.
Where's the rest
so you
area?
would have to go either down the
rest
where you slept. Oh, the rest area is on this side. You think it's over
no,
by the
thank
rest?
you.
Yeah.
I do not want to go in that direction.
So we can go another way, right? Like the
You could go, if you want to go do like the ram and the dragon head areas, yeah, you could go into there. I have a map. I didn't draw a pretty one. It'll have one for next week, and you guys will be like, oh, I get it.
Yeah. So it seems like there's part of the lion's area that we have yet to uncover.
The rest area, yeah.
You did the lion, but like the chimera area has two other wings. There's like the dragon wing that like feed the dragon one, and then the by the horns, right? Those two
see.
areas you have not done. Because when you first came in, there were 3 options, and you went one way. You could double back and do those other 2 ways if you wanted. They would count as 2 more rooms to map.
Let's do it.
Basically.
Yeah. To the ram.
But then we're avoiding the rust, right?
Yeah. To the ram.
Yep. You want to do the ram?
What was the thing that it said?
So you guys can cross
By the horns.
By the horns.
By the horns.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. You can cross back in. You see the chamber with the elevator, and that has gone back up now at this point. So it looks like your exit from that way is no longer an option. And then, unless there's some way to summon it back down, you don't know. You can cross over and head over towards the hallway with the ram. Great. It's like a long hallway, about 30 feet long, 10 feet wide. You can see it has a big bronze door at the far end, kind of like the lion one had, but this time it has like the carved image of a ram. I need perception or investigation to investigate more than that.
21 again.
21, nice. 18, what'd you get, Theodûir?
Investigation.
Cool.
Just not. You're very distracted by your robe, your new robe.
So.
It swishes when I walk.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I think maybe Moss is also kind of pestering you, like he's like chewing on the robe and like, right, like
just nonstop. Anytime we're not in action,
hasn't gotten his rocks off yet. Yeah,
stop it.
It's enough. Rocks. So who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
One?
Oh, I know who it's going to be. So you guys are walking around. Val, you see that there are... You notice 2 things. The walls are... it's dark in here, first of all. But when you come in, kind of like I did in the lion chamber, the walls are all covered with those same repeating pattern of carvings of the dragon and the lion and the goat. And the goat symbols on the walls kind of like faintly glow and fill the room with just enough light for you to see in dark vision, in dark Jrmi. You also notice on the floor that there's this mechanical track, almost like a minecart track, that runs from the bronze door straight over to the threshold where the carving that says by the horns is. Jrmi, you're kind of looking at that, and then you hear like a mechanical sound and look up and see that the goat that's like carved into the bronze door detaches and comes racing forward towards you, like whoosh, on this track, like it's gonna smack into you. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, Jrmi, as this goat comes launching at you.
22.
Okay, yeah, cool. You can like spin out of the way, and it will onto the end of the track. And it's not even like a full goat. It's almost like a goat's head with the horns made out of bronze, and then it's just like attached to the track by wheels. So it looks like it can be pushed back and forth or whatever, and it's just kind of locked in that position now.
To Thunderwave?
Or just to
I mean, I
push
could just
it.
do a strength thing. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think the shield adds any strength. So it says
What
to
do you
take it
wanna
by the horns. I want to go investigate the door a little bit more because it was just like a little part of it that was a goat and that came out, right?
Yeah, like the goat carving kind of shot out of the front of it. Yeah, so now the door is still there. Yeah, you can go do an investigation if you want. Go for it. Good time. What are Jrmi and Theodûir?
Can I investigate the cart?
Yeah, the little goat thing. Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Yeah.
I got an 18 on investigating the door. Bless you.
Bless you.
Cool, yeah, Gesundheit. You're looking at the door, and yeah, it looks like the goat part is like designed to pop out and go on that track, right, like right towards you. And it doesn't, again, look like a full goat, but it does look like there's hinges and mechanisms inside the door. You think that when the goat goes back into the door, that will do something mechanically to the door. You would have guessed.
Yeah, so the goat looks like a key, kind of.
By kind of looking at it.
Awesome.
Yeah, Almost looks like it has to be like pushed back in like a key, and then that will make the door activate.
Cool.
What'd you get on your
14.
investigation, Theodûir? Okay, yeah, you're looking at it. You don't see a whole lot against like it's like the front torso of the goat with the 2 legs, and the horns are really prominent, and it like is meant to be pushed on this cart. You see this? It has a lot of tension. It's like almost locked in place. It would take someone with a lot of strength to push it. And you can see that the 2 horns actually almost have like hand holds on them. Like you're kind of meant to drive it like a bus or something like that, right? Like to give you.
So it seems like
push it.
We can deduct that you need the strength to just push it back in, basically. Yeah.
love
Push it back in.
strength.
Yeah. And you think it's going to resist you
Yeah.
almost. It's got so much tension
Like
in
it's
it. It's
resisting
very
you the
strong.
whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you're fighting a ram.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, my strength is a -2.
Looking at your
so...
score. Looking at your muscles like
a little small.
your muscle like a cartoon whoop, like droops like that, right? Like,
Probably not me.
I just love that I'm like sitting in the back, just like polishing my nails. He's just like sitting there, just like
Moss. Yeah, no one has said anything to you. Everyone knows he's gonna do it. Moss throws himself at it and actually manages to push it like just a little. He like clicks it back one.
Awesome.
He's kind of fighting with it. He seems to be doing okay. Let's see if we do it again. No, then it like goes forward and throws him. And he like goes back on his ass. Right, but he pushed it a little bit, like a third of the way there. Yeah.
and I'm just watching all this go on. Just still. Why?
Waiting.
And then he goes at it again. Right.
Why are you playing this game?
Yeah, we're waiting for you. You're the only one who can do it.
Just both of you guys just sitting there staring at me. I'm just like, oh, what? Oh, I guess.
Well, it's not like we were mean to you and like
No.
no one's here strong enough. Wait.
No one said anything
wait.
snide or anything.
Oh,
We
you guys
clearly
see
know
me
you're
now?
the one who has to do
I
it.
just really want the
Again.
attention, you guys.
And like hits his head and like like little cartoon birds go around
It's
his
way
head.
too entertaining.
He just kind of wanders away. Oh god. So Moss is out.
He's dead. See, look at Moss died. You think that's
killed
funny?
Moss, Val. You killed him.
Our poor pet badger is
Poor
dead.
pet badger dog. Alright, so I lock on the lion shield and I do like a little shake off, little stretch.
Please get a new one. Oh my god, that'd be so
That
fun.
would be funny. I hope now.
So I grab that ram by the horns.
All right. Give me a strength check, please. Not athletics,
18.
just strength.
Nice.
18. Yeah, you cannot budget at first.
Oh,
Oh god.
no.
Can I give her
What's wrong?
a
You can try it again.
performance check or something to help?
You can use your bardic inspiration
Yeah.
to help her.
D8.
Yeah.
D8.
D8.
So roll and then
Oh,
add the
that's
bardic
right.
inspiration.
Cool.
Yeah, try again.
God.
It's 13.
Yeah, I still can't. You think you like inch it a little bit, but it's still there. Like you're like now you're like, okay, I put on a big show. Shit, this is not working.
I just got so ready.
Add the thing.
11.
Jesus.
Oh,
Can you keep going?
All
I
right.
can give it a certain number of times a day, yeah.
Do you want
I will
me
give it
to
again.
help you?
Do it. Somebody grease this track.
Fine.
yeah. What do you want to do? Do you want to physically
no,
help?
I
Theo,
will
or what do you want to do?
touch you, and you'll feel your abilities get enhanced with
Awesome.
strength.
Beautiful. Does
So
that
you
last for
get-
like an hour?
Yeah, it does.
Full strength.
You get advantage on strength checks
Awesome.
for an hour.
Beautiful.
Do it.
17.
Actually,
What?
no. I keep rolling
God damn you,
incredibly
Ram.
well. So you feel like what is it? What does this spell look like? Like how do you
Well, I
describe this,
think-
Theodûir?
Yeah. How does this look?
I like the you just boop around the nose.
He's like, oh.
Well, it is like he just touches and the ability.
Yeah,
so I
you
feel,
were-
but he gets it from his orb, right? That's where all the power comes from, kind of. Or it's like,
His magic comes from.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Channel through the orb.
I feel like there's this like essence that he pulls from, and it like it's like a maybe this kind of gel or something like that, and then he like smears like the mark on you, the mark of strength,
Like an arcane
whatever the
rune on
mark
your
of
head?
strength.
That's
is.
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It's like glowing and there's like
Right.
smoke coming off of it.
Your
Yeah,
flesh
that's
is
cool.
melting.
Awesome.
Ah!
And it hurts a lot.
Try it again, though.
It hurts so much.
Constant agony while you have.
Ah! 22.
There you go. Oh yeah, it rolled a nat 1. You push it 2 times.
Yes.
Back
Awesome.
twice. So now it's 2/3 of the way towards the door. You suddenly have this burst of
Perfect.
strength. Cool. Give me one more.
18. Yeah.
Yes. So you shove it back into the door. So it's like a lot of like these warm up, like I'm just testing.
Just had to get used to it.
And
Yeah.
then you shove it forward. Yeah. You push it in, and there's like a mechanical sound as it like locks back into place, and then the door rumbles a little bit. Rolls to
Awesome.
the side.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Once again, it's a small little atrium that comes out into like a 5-foot doorway. And you can see a couple of things, Val. You see that on one side there's a statue of a goat kind of prancing like this. You see a goat chest on the one side, and then in the doorway, you see an owlbear has turned and looked at you right as you open the door. Makes like a weird roar. Initiative, please.
Yeah.
It didn't look like it was waiting. It was just kind of like walking past, and then
like,
you opened the door and
Oh.
turned and saw it. Wait. Who are you?
14 is
Okay,
mine.
great.
15.
Did anybody
I
get a
did.
14?
Not-
Haha, she
I
has higher
did.
dex.
15.
I think you were both 15, right?
No, I got
Gotcha.
14.
Oh, okay.
So it's Jrmi.
I matched 14.
No, I got
Val?
12.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that. So then Jrmi, Theo, Val, Owlbear. Moss has been at the bottom of every combat so far. And he's the one who wants every fight the most, and he goes last, right? Maybe he's still a little, like, punch drunk.
Yeah, the birds are still going.
Yeah, so, Jrmi, you saw Val open the door, and then you heard the owlbear. You have, like, a general sense that it's over there. You're probably about 30, 40 feet away from it. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna creep into the room and then try to hide.
Okay. So it's a very small little chamber, and Val is kind of, like, in the doorway. You have
Can
to go
I
past Val to do
Sneak
that.
by her and
Which
hide
you could.
behind that chest or something.
Yeah, sure. There's also a big statue you could have behind
Chest.
as well. Go for it. Fine.
And I do.
Don't trust my
Do
statue.
I get advantage? Well, I don't trust your chest either, honestly. But do I get advantage on stealth if
Heyo.
I'm doing the thing?
Yes.
Doing the thing.
16.
Okay. It doesn't seem to care about you. You just
No
kind of
one
slide to the
does.
side and go transparent. That's your move and your action. All right, we are on to Theodûir.
Great.
Theo Dwight.
I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on the creature.
Cool.
Cool.
Just like that.
Oh.
First level spell.
I'll
second
do first
spell?
level. I should say that before I roll. Sorry.
Okay.
That's
okay. That's fine.
it is a poor roll. That's an 8. Yeah.
No, that will not do it.
Great.
So it goes like it almost hits you, Val. Maybe it like refracts off your shield. As he has to like, try to shoot over your shoulder, right?
Whoopsie.
Great. Did you want to move? I suppose you had to move probably to get into range to do that.
Yes.
So unless you have a bonus action, Theo.
So that enhanced ability is concentration. Is that my bonus then, or how?
So that's fine. Nope. So that'll just stay. It doesn't cost an action to maintain. But if you take damage, you have to make a save basically to keep the thing going.
Cool.
Yeah. And you can't cast any other spell that's a concentration spell because that would cancel out the first one.
Yeah. Cool.
Right. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Theo, we just took you. Val, it is your turn.
I'd be so sad, but
Yeah, fair. Real quick, Theo, does enhanced ability help her in fights?
It's just
or is it
strength
just for
checks.
strength checks?
She gets advantage on strength, and your carrying
cool.
capacity is doubled for like
Awesome.
as long. I mean, as,
I'm gonna carry all you guys on my shoulders.
So I don't think it really helps in fights necessarily.
Because I usually care a lot about how much. Like I usually
Totally.
ask. Like, how
Yeah, you guys have necessity.
Yeah, like, give
You have
me-
to unload all these dead bodies you're carrying.
this ring of dead
Somehow
bodies
just fit in our
around you
bag
as you
of
dump
holding.
out your inventory. Okay, cool. Yeah, this owlbear looking at you, kind of confused in the doorway. Like, does the owl thing where it's like turned its head too far?
It's not going to attack us. It's just here to help.
It's just here to
Is
help
this the
us.
friendly
Fuck
owlbear?
yeah.
This
Well, I
is the
think
one?
as soon as the
Right, it's like sent by the school.
as soon as the door opened, I definitely went.
what do you wanna do, Val?
Seamus! Oh.
Yeah.
I've been stuck here for years. Finally, people.
For years. I can't wait to. Ah! It just gets murdered. Right.
I don't want to attack it, but I kind of do because I don't want it to hit me first. Ah.
What do you want to do?
You just meet people by slapping them. Like, I didn't want you to hit me first.
Right.
So.
Ah.
I do establish dominance.
Does it have like a defensive stance or anything?
Does
it look like it's like ready to attack?
Yeah, it saw you and then it
Flexed
like
up.
kind of like lowered on its haunches a little bit, like flexed up. It still did the head turn, but it's a little bit like, are you gonna fight me? What's
We cool or?
Are we
After
cool?
this wish bolt, just
wanna
Bro, are
do
we
this,
cool?
or-
I got a gun. Are you cool? Are you cool, dude? Yeah, he's showing his gun, like he's like pulling up his fur.
Alright,
There's a gun in his
wanna
face.
go fight me? And then like the bear would do. He's like a huge monster. He's like, I have a small gun.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
I could claw you to death, but look here.
That's ridiculous.
All right, fine. I'm gonna attack him with confidence.
All right, what's it gonna be?
Even though I don't want to. Oh god, it's gonna hit. First one's a 25. The second one's a 27.
You're gonna brutalize this innocent creature.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
Innocent creature. This poor innocent
It was 9 and then 13, so 21 total or 22 total.
Oh my god. What does this look like?
I have a little tear in my eye. I'm just like, I'm so sorry, Seamus. And I go across. I'm like crying as I
roars back. You see when you hit it that like green fire kind of bursts from its eyes like the griffin had. And so it looks like it is. Okay. Yes, the owlbear will attack you. Swing with the claws first.
Battle.
That is an 18 won't hit you, right? Because of your fancy new armor. Cool, so the claws like scrape down your plate, but don't seem to hit you. And then it'll try to connect with the beak. Oh yeah.
Yes,
26 will get you. So it scrapes on your armor and then brings the beak down and bites for 9 piercing on your shoulder. Like that. Cool. Moss just kind of like recovers and then like throws himself at it. Let's see. Yeah, he'll go with the bites. Yeah, he hits with the bites, and he hits with the claws. Good on you, Moss. Cool. Yeah, he deals some damage to it. So he jumps into the fray, and it's just kind of slashing at it with his claws and his teeth, and he's. And Albert's like, "What the? I was fighting. What is this thing?" Yeah. Okay, cool. That was my alarms. Maybe let's take a 5-minute, and then we'll be back to finish the rest of this combat. It's not going to last very long. Great, cool.
Okay.
Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, we are back at the top of the round. It's Jrmi. This owlbear is in melee with Moss and Val, and you're kind of just like slunk off to the side. It's very crowded in this tiny atrium. We're all just like fighting.
Am I far enough away to shoot it with a hand crossbow?
No, you'd have disadvantage. You're basically in melee with it.
It's a tiny little atrium.
It doesn't know you're there, but you're like right next to it.
Fine.
You could boink it with your rapier.
I will try to boink it with my rapier.
Boink. Please do.
15.
Yeah, 15 does it. I was gonna say if you miss, it's got to be that thing where the rapier like
exactly,
right? Like because it's very bendy. You actually boink it. No, but you got it. Give me the damage,
I roll
please.
for damage.
Oh, I think it's a D6 for a rapier.
And it's strength based, yeah.
Dexterity based.
Oh, hi.
Great.
It's a light weapon, yeah.
So, 9.
Damn.
9 damage. Oh, okay, cool. How do you hit it? What does this look like?
Is it like, does it back to me, or am I kind of in profile with it?
So it's like, there's a hallway, and then there's like a little, it's almost like an intersection like that, and you're kind of in the corner of the intersection, and it's like fighting Val, so it's not looking at you, it's like, its fur is like right here on your side.
Okay, so I think Beauty and the Beast style, like, we don't see where I stab it, but it like goes, ah! And you know that it was his. Ah!
You are revealed when you do that because you're moving, right? Like, in so doing. So it sees that you're there. You'd have to move and hide again for it to.
But if I move at this point, it could attack me. Yes.
Yeah, it would definitely get an opportunity.
That's fine.
So you're kind of wedged in there at this point. It's really not a lot of room. Yeah. Yeah. It also does not look very good health wise.
You know, or attractive wise.
Right. Yeah. No, you wouldn't want to.
Boink it.
Boink it again.
Owlbear ancestors were much more
so much more attractive. So much bigger and stronger and furrier.
More owl, more bear.
Just more of everything.
More of everything. Theo, it's your turn. You tried your witch bolt. It did not work. What's your plan now?
I'm going to do Scorching Ray at the creature. Cool. At the owlbear.
Pew, pew.
And I will hurl all 3 of the rays at the one owlbear.
Yeah, can you... I think you have to use those rays on different Is it up to 3?
I have typed, you can hurl them at one target or several. You create...
Okay, then you probably can. There was something we looked up that doesn't work that way, but yeah, go for it. Oh, it's Twin Spell. I think Twin Spell is the thing we have to shoot.
Yeah, when I don't...
There was that one time when you like nuked those spiders.
Oh god, yes.
Yeah. Like, I actually don't think you can do it that good.
Well, because they were a swarm too.
Anyway.
Yeah. So they kind of
Yes.
just like
Also.
one.
So that's kind of a weird middle
Yeah.
ground. So no, go for it. Throw your.
I haven't done that
Scorching
twin
Rays
spell or
at
any of
the
that stuff in a while. Like, thank you for reminding me.
dog. Yeah, do your meta magic.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of that stuff.
Great. I'm gonna just do that scorching ray. Great. 3 rays. So
for
3
it.
different rolls. Here we go. I am the best. The first two. The first one is a 23, and the second one is an 18.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
The
yeah.
third one is a 14.
14
Oh
rolls.
wow! Nice. Great.
Yeah, it's a huge beast.
So, okay. So this is gonna be
A lot of damage.
6d6, right? Yeah, because each one is 2d6. Yeah, so 6d6. Okay, cool. So 4, 8, and 6. So that's 4, 8, and 6 is 18. Right?
Oh, I thought you added the first two.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Would you like to
Oh,
describe?
nice.
So when it, just so you know for your description, when it dies, it basically goes up in green flame and smoke again, like those other two. So if you want to like incorporate that into your description.
Cool. Yeah, I would say that it's the scorching rays. There's 3 of them, so it's probably like he's throwing them one at a time. You know,
Yeah.
like yeah, like a deck of cards, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Gambit.
that's cool. That's rad.
No, but
yeah. That's really
and
cool.
it's like
actually.
it's probably like the bear's probably staggered, and he's probably not even really facing me. So it's probably like
No.
like boom, tearing a big chunk of it off of him, and it's like that
Yeah.
greenness is already
Uh-huh.
coming through, and it just keeps on like
Exactly. Yeah.
And then that third one, it's just all like,
Awesome.
Boom.
Awesome.
Yeah. Uh huh. So you guys are like licked in green
Yes.
fire, and then it just like goes down completely, and that was a pile of ash. Yeah. Great.
cool.
Cool. The owlbear is
Yes.
destroyed. Awesome. So you guys are standing in this little side entrance. There's the chest that Jrmi is like squatting behind, and then there's the statue, and then the hallway out into the longer hallway. Perception check, please. Both Jrmi and you don't need to roll a Theo. You're not quite in the room yet. So just the other
10.
two.
5.
10. So you're looking at, you just stabbed the owlbear with your rapier, Jrmi, and you see that the very tip of the blade is starting to rust.
Val, get out of here!
Ah.
Yeah, so you can like book it out. Yeah, right. But it's not like a bunch. It's not like, oh god, my weapon's gonna fall apart. But you just see like a little bit of rust that wasn't there before. Yeah, it's very minor. Great. What do you want to do in the chamber?
Do you run out? I tell you about the rust, because...
Oh yeah. I book it out of that chamber. I'm like before
Nope. See you.
before you even know it, I'm like at the very far end by the elevator. I'm like, what's over there, guys?
What do you see?
What's
What do you
what did you
find?
find in
I'm
there?
not coming any closer.
As far away as you can physically be. You're like throwing a grapple up to go up the elevator shaft. Like, what's up there? I'll see you guys later.
Good luck!
Have fun without me.
You're getting a lift. Like, oh, he'll be here in a minute.
Yeah, no, I got this thing now. All of a sudden.
I got it alright. See you. Goodbye.
George,
2
in
minutes
a
away.
white-
What do you want to do, Jrmi?
I want to investigate the chest and see if there's
It was-
traps and if I can just open it.
Cool. Go for it. Yep.
Investigate or perception?
Investigation.
Oh, I abbreviated perception.
or percent.
Mod 20.
A perception. No, it doesn't appear to be. It's kind of carved in the shape of the goat, right? The 2 horns come down. They appear to be like the clasps. If you like push the horns aside, it
Fuck whatever's in
opens
here.
up.
I just want to keep the chest. Just kidding.
Big ass chest they're carrying
Just
around.
drag it behind
Put my
us.
candy in it.
The never-ending pinata of
Just-
candy.
It's like a red wagon you tow everywhere, but it has no wheels, so it's just like on the ground.
Negative
and
8 to
everything.
your stealth.
I think you talked about putting that unicorn pinata,
Yeah.
right? Like, and just carrying that pinata
Yes,
around forever,
forever.
and they would just endlessly dispense
Yes.
candy.
I
Yeah.
still
It's a
have
bag
it.
of holding.
Yeah. Great. So you can open it up, and it's mostly empty. There's like a little wooden box in the center of it, though, that is different from your wooden box. I guess now, Jrmi, just kind of like a nice polished hardwood box in the center of the box of the chest. Yeah.
Boxception.
And there's a smaller box inside that box.
Oh god!
Perfect for storage. I will take the box out.
Cool. You have a box.
Cool. Let's go.
Look inside it.
Oh, it does stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll open the box.
You're like a cat, right? You just want the
I climb in the chest and I sleep there.
You sit in there and pull the lid down.
Yeah, I'll open the little box.
The little box.
Cool. You do the little clasp. Also shaped like a goat. Literally inside this box is a small one. It's about this big. It's like a jewelry box.
Oh god.
I'll open that one.
Tiny goat clasp. There is a ring.
Awesome.
Almost like an engagement ring set into it. It is kind of sterling silver, almost like the same material that the shield is made out of, and it has like a ram's head kind of embossed on the top of it. And when you pick it up, it looks too big for you, and then like literally Lord of the Rings prologue style, it goes down to your ring size.
Theodûir will run up and grab it from you and then run away. It's mine. It's mine.
It's
like right on top.
Have fun with your boxes.
We're over another ring. Like, you have too many rings and you're like shoving it on your finger. Yeah! Yeah!
Right in front of her face.
That's fine. I got these other cool boxes.
Or wouldn't it be funny if Moss did that or something like that?
Just like a little girl just being horribly bullied. Like, yeah, you little shit, you like that?
Yeah, I won't forget any of this.
You don't get any nice things. Never. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't do that.
Oh.
That was all just a joke.
But for real though, he's too distracted by the statue.
Yeah, I'll put that ring on.
Awesome. Wow. Cool.
And then I do want to keep these
Feels magical.
small boxes in my bag of
Cool, yeah.
cool.
I shout from down the hallway, "Hey guys, is there any more rust or anything on anything?"
I don't know. I'm married now.
What?
To what, go?
To Seamus?
Well, you're engaged. Let's be clear. You're engaged.
Yeah,
Also,
ceremony hasn't
I
happened.
don't know how this works.
When's the wedding?
It's a ring, whatever.
Yeah, so your sword is cosmetically rusty, but it doesn't have any effect on it. The longer you stay there, the more rust it gets, but it doesn't like actually deteriorate.
So it looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it's getting more rusty. Oh god!
Oh, no.
Why?
Great. What do you guys want to do? That's another room mapped. Now you have 6 rooms mapped.
Okay.
Is there anything else leaving off from this atrium, or is that just
No, it just goes out into the triangular hallway, like the big one, right?
the one that I'm down the hallway yelling from?
No, so there's the way
Yeah.
you came, and then the atrium opens up into the big, like, the massive triangular hallway that has the summoning circles in it, where the rust door
Got
is,
it.
right? Like, that's why you think this is happening. You think this exit puts you really
To the
close
rust
to
door,
that
yeah.
rusty door. Yeah, uh-huh.
But there's like another direction we can go away from that rest area, though.
You
right?
could go back into the main chamber where you are, and then go up through the dragon is the one you haven't gone through yet.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go towards that dragon head.
Awesome. Yeah, you can head over. You cross over the engraving that says "Feed the Dragon."
Yes.
And if you remember, this is the one where the little bit of like orange light is coming from, because there appears to be like a curtain of flame at the end of the hall. So it is again about 10 feet wide, about 30 feet long corridor made of stone. Superficially very similar to the other 2 carvings on the walls. When you step in, the carvings of the swooping dragons are the ones that kind of illuminate to fill the chamber. But most of the room is already illuminated by the fact that instead of having a bronze door at the end of the hall, it just has like a curtain of licking orange fire. Yeah, give me a perception check if you want to see more than that.
I'm okay. No, I'm just
15.
13.
16.
Great. Okay. Yeah, you can see that, all 3 of you can see that the only other main feature of this room is that on the floor, about 10 feet away from the entrance, there is a kind of a brass inlaid design of like a dragon, almost like a heraldic dragon on the floor. Otherwise, it looks pretty much barren except for that curtain of fire.
Speed it, Moss.
What do you guys want to do?
Moss, go check that out.
Moss just like chill as fuck, just being thrown.
It's like, all right, guys.
Like at the fire, like he's gonna fight it, right, and then just burns up and dies.
What a way to go.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. What do you guys
Well,
want to
Theo,
do?
you're part dragon. What do dragons like?
What do they like? Gold is what they like.
So let's throw some gold in it.
It's actually not a bad idea.
It's really not.
No.
Do we have any? I guess.
I have.
I have
50.
80 gold pieces. Yeah.
There you go.
You probably have some.
I would
gold you
throw
got
in-
adventures. I think.
Someone else's gold.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try a Gygax gold first.
I'm gonna steal hers.
You're gonna some school money. Yeah. roll me real quick, just like roll me a d12.
Oh, yes.
If that's
12?
I hope.
You got 12? A 12? Perfect. So as you walk over there, you take your money out and you're like ready to throw your like sham Gygax money into this thing, right? It's not real money. It's like
cool money.
Monopoly money. But you happen to step on one corner of the like the bronze inlay as you walk across, and as you do, when you put your foot on it, you're just like walking by, not like planning on stopping on it. When you put your foot on it, the flames go away, and then when you take your foot off of it, the flames come back.
Funny.
Yeah.
I found a thing and it turns it off.
Cool.
But you walk over and you still have your money. You still want to throw it into the fire?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to remember, like, they're coins? I think they're coins.
They're basically like fake gold
right?
coins.
So they're little like clay
Chocolate.
coins. Like they're not real. Yeah. It's chocolate! It just melts. No, you throw it, they're clay. So they like, you throw it and it like goes through the fire and then hits the ground and they shatter. Huh. Yeah. It has like Gygax, it has like a skeleton on the coin, right? Like, and then it's like shattered.
The shot is like him smiling.
It doesn't seem to.
Yeah, and then
Yeah. And it winks as the camera goes by. No, it doesn't seem to do anything. The flames are still there. Yeah.
That was worth a shot.
did we see anything
Step on that
beyond
thing
the
again.
flames?
Okay.
Yeah, you can go step on it. The fire goes down. You can see that similarly one of those little atriums, right, where you can see there's like a dragon statue off to the side and a chest, and then you can see there's like a bronze door beyond that that's like kind of small. Looks like you could open it from this side. That kind of blocks passage into the whatever is beyond there. You would imagine it's the triangular hall again, right, like the other two have been. Yep.
So do you have to stay here?
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Good luck.
I'm nervous though. It says feed. I don't feel like we beat this.
No, definitely not. No, we got it. It's just a temptation to get us to like jump over that wall, and you're gonna be the food. I mean,
So we just need something heavy that can sit here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look around, I guess. Is there anything heavy?
Sure, go for it.
Look around.
I got a 12. 16. Sorry, 16.
Nothing really in this chamber. There's nothing really in the other chamber, like the main area that you came down with the elevator either. You're not certain what would be considered heavy. Like you put down some of your equipment, like your backpack or something that's maybe like the heaviest thing you have on, your armor.
Can we go
or
grab
something
like
that.
a goat chest?
Someone's armor.
I was just gonna say I was
Just
gonna
drag
grab
the
one
goat
of those,
chest.
Go grab a
goat
chest.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you can go lug it over, right? Because it's big and heavy. You can go lug it over and then set it on the thing. And as you're putting it there, it seems to work. And then when you step off of it, the flames come back.
Damn.
The chest doesn't seem to work.
Because it's not organic material. Moss, sit, stay.
Can we put the displacer pot on it?
Yeah, you can set it down, and nothing seems to happen.
Because it's not actually real.
And then if I stand on there, the flames go down.
Yep. Flames go
Well,
down.
yeah, let's see, ranged attack, so it wouldn't be the worst thing.
It's true. I'll
But,
stand here.
I mean, once we go through the door, I
great.
don't know.
Don't leave.
Just
Here, we'll
right
put
there.
this chest behind you so you can sit.
There you go. Have something comfy to sit on.
Fine.
Yeah, okay, whatever. He's just sitting there with his monster manual.
You pull out a
just
little like plush cushion to like
it's got like way too ornate of like
I like do a spell.
material on it.
Just
Yeah.
like a...
Great. So Theo stands on it. The flames go down on the one side, and then the party can cross over the threshold. I assume everyone's going to go on the other side? Okay, cool. You want to bring Moss with
May
you
as
too?
well.
I don't know how we can not.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Yeah. So you guys step across the threshold, and then right after you do, after all three of you are past, then the flame comes
God damn
back
it.
up. And you notice, Theo, that behind you, the entrance to the main hallway has a curtain of fire on that side
God.
too. So now you're kind of
Yeah,
So
boxed
I'm
in
just
on
stuck
both
here,
sides.
basically. Okay.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Damn.
Just so I know.
But then you see, on your guys' side, again, you can see the chest, and you can see the dragon statue. And then there's like a bronze door that leads somewhere. But you have to like push it open.
All right, good luck, everyone. I'll be here rooting for you.
Did you have blink? Can't you just like...
Blink
What?
through. I mean, yeah.
You always ask me if I can just do this.
I don't
Or
know.
that.
Aren't you a wizard?
I
Guys,
should brag about a lot of stuff. I just want to see what you can actually
Big talker.
Let's see, what can I do here?
I don't think blink is actually teleport. I think blink is like a doesn't it like disturb. I got no, that's blur. Is blink teleportation really?
Maybe.
I don't know. I know that it isn't WoW.
I think Misty Step is the teleporting spell. Yeah, I don't think it's blink. But you didn't take blink,
I don't
right? You
have
took fireball.
anything that can get me past
Yeah,
a wall of fire. Unless I
Prestidigitation?
literally just walk through it. You know what I mean?
Only if
Like,
you're part
okay.
tiefling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
So even him still being...
Turns out that Val is half owlbear, half tiefling, half drow. Yeah.
It's like 5 halves of things.
You no longer multi-class.
You,
like
you take like
multi-
you take like you have like 1/4 damage from fire, right? Like it's not
Yeah,
half
it's
damage. It's
like,
like a weird fraction.
2/3.
Yeah.
all these weird racial.
I take 9. I
benefits.
take like 8 ninths from fire. Yeah.
So even...
4 damage. Well, then I take 1.72 damage. Sorry. You were saying.
Even though he's still standing on it, the wall of fire still reappeared.
Yep.
Can I try walking around?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
The wall. Both of the walls are still there. Yeah.
Damn. Well, I want to investigate that chest. Sorry, Theo.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta go look some stuff up.
No, you guys should wait for me.
6.
I think the point is.
You don't think it's trapped. None of the other ones have been trapped. And it just has like a dragon clasp, like a big wooden chest where the iron work looks like it's like dragon
Awesome.
wings coming around
I
the sides.
definitely open it
Dragon
up.
mouth. Yeah. Cool. Craig's back, and there are 3 bottles inside there, sort of like long neck bottles that have some kind of a red liquid in it, or like an orange liquid. You pop it up. They have like silver like casings and clasps and like stoppers. And then what's weird about it is that it's like an orange liquid, and then it has like smoke that's inside the bottle, like between the bottle to the top, it has a lot of smoke in it. It looks like some kind of like writhing vapor. And there are 3 of them.
I put them in my bag.
Cool. Great. What's next?
Want to go toward that door?
Yeah.
Let's do it. We're going towards the door.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, there's a little bronze door. It looks like it has a handle. You can just push it open. There's no like puzzle or anything you have to solve there. That's the 7th room.
Sweet. Yep.
Push it open. Great. You are instantly incinerated.
Cool. That's what we figured.
I mean, make a perception check.
We cut back to Theodûir, and it's now the Adventures of Theodûir.
Adventures of
Suffering.
the...
1 second. Okay, great. So you open the door, and you are looking at like a triangular point of a hallway, and you can see a familiar-looking summoning circle. And when you throw the door open, there's a burst of green flame, and this, when it like subsides, there is this big bug-like creature, almost like a giant ant, and it has these 2 huge like pedipalp type things, and it turns towards you and rears up like it's going to attack you. And I need initiative, please.
What? No way.
Oh
Oh, God.
24.
Holy.
Okay, oof. Anybody beat
got
me?
Are you kidding? Yeah.
You can roll 2, Theo, if you want.
Yeah, I yelled at you. Theo, there's something in here.
Fitting.
You probably heard the creature as well. Yeah.
I got to 6.
Let's see.
I didn't do any better.
So definitely going to be Jrmi first. I'll just get everybody else. Jrmi, and then the next I have is a 12.
Didn't beat it. No.
Anybody beat a 12?
Yeah, we
Really?
rolled really badly.
Okay. Moss might not go
No.
last. The next best I got was a 5.
I got a 5, you got a 6.
I got a 6.
Okay, so then Theo, your dex is definitely higher than Moss's,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
My dex
Val.
is 17.
Moss is last.
Moss is last.
Perfect.
Somehow.
Ridiculous. So yeah, Jrmi, you're standing there in the door next to Val, and there's this huge ant creature flexing its awful pedipalps at you. What do
A
you
lot
want
of
to do?
daggers.
Boom.
Right?
Cool.
In his face.
Yep. Cool. That's your action. Do you want to move?
I kind of want to try and move and then disappear, but...
You know.
Okay. Yeah, you could like duck around the corner. So you can move and then make a stealth check next round. I looked it up. Stealth checks are actually an action. So if you do an attack, but you could move and put yourself in a position where next round you can hide if you want. Does that work? Great. Awesome. So then the creature will rear up and it spews a line of acid out of its mouth, like this hissing, like literally like a blistering yellow strand of what looks like pee coming out of its mouth. and it's going to try to douse you and Moss. You just moved out of the way, Jrmi, so you are not affected. I need they need a dex saving throw from you, Val.
It takes 10 damage.
No,
12?
Oh, yes, it does. Thank you. 12 will not do it. So you take a little bit of damage. Oh, 16 acid damage.
Damn you.
And Moss will take half of that. He'll take 8. Yeah, and you were like spattered with this like sizzling, awful acid all up your front. It does that, and then it kind of like and will plunge down into the ground through the stone. It burrows straight into the ground.
That's helpful. We need to go down.
So great. That is helpful.
Great. And that is its turn, and now we are on to Theodûir. Nice. So you know there's some kind of a monster. There's enough fire in your way, you can't quite see it. But then you saw Val go like, oh, God!
That's so nasty.
Okay.
Yeah, you heard that. What do you want to do?
I don't really have line of sight of anything.
You can move up to the fire,
yeah,
right? And like try to look through and make a perception. But I'm saying that the fire like gives you some kind of distortion, right?
Cool.
Like it's hard
I'll
to
do
see.
that.
So if you want to see what's happening, I need
I'll go up there and
I'll
do a perception.
Great.
That's not gonna do it. I got a 4.
Yeah, I mean the flames make it very difficult to see. You have a general sense of like where everyone is, but you don't understand what attacked them. You heard a monster, but now there's no monster there. What do you want to do?
I guess. Can I ready an action? Maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll ready. Let's see. I'll ready a witch bolt. Actually, I'm gonna ready a chromatic orb.
Gotcha. Okay. Is chromatic orb a ranged spell attack?
I believe so. Let me look real quick here.
Okay. Just so you know, the way I'm going to rule this is that if you're trying to make a ranged spell attack through the fire, you're going to have disadvantage on that attack because everything's kind of distorted. That's cool.
It is. Yeah, it's a ranged spell attack because I have to make a ranged spell attack
to
see if I hit it or not.
Cool. Perfect. So orb is out. You're ready to cast if you see.
If I see a monster.
Great. A monster. Okay. Val, it is your turn. So you just got spattered with blistering hot acid.
I did. So this thing is just completely disappeared underground, huh?
You can make a perception to try to see if you can figure out where it went.
9.
Yeah, no, it seems to just have vanished.
Yeesh.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll just ready an action too.
What kind of action do you want to ready?
Just a basic attack.
Okay, if it comes within like reach of you,
yeah,
you get to hit it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Moss is going to also kind of cover with acid. He is going to make a perception. So he kind of goes over and sniffs by the area where it went under, and then looks over up at you with like a worried expression.
Oh God!
Wow. But you don't quite know what that means yet. Like that. And Jrmi, it is your turn. Top of the round.
What is it?
Johnny's in the well.
Poop. Huh? Oh, you need healing? If you have it. Okay. I'll do healing word on Val. And then I'll also try and do a... Well, I don't know if I can do it.
Stealth? Healing word is a healing word is a bonus, so
okay.
you could do that, yes. But you couldn't do cure wounds.
That's fine. I'll do healing word and
stealth, if that makes sense.
Okay,
great.
So I got
healing. That's just what you do.
24 on stealth.
Word healing.
A 4, 24? You said? 24. Okay, cool.
What do you get? Okay. Come on. So you get 7 points.
Thank you.
Great. So you're standing there, Val.
And you die.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God damn it, man.
You explode.
You start to notice.
You start to notice the ground underneath you is completely gone.
You start to notice the ground underneath you opens up, and a pair of mandibles, kind of bursts up out of the ground and bites you on the ankle. You take 6 slashing damage and 2 points of acid damage, and you are now grappled basically by the ankle. You can't move, and you just see like the creature's mouth came out of the ground, almost like an.
It doesn't even have to get through my AC.
I did have to get your AC, and I put a 17 on the die, so
It's got a good bonus.
Plus its bonus, but yeah. I'm just killing it today with these attacks.
Gee, good for you.
I feel bad too because you have your plate
I
armor,
was
like
so
your AC is
good.
so good, and I just blast through it every time. It's terrible. Okay, but now it's there, and it's mostly still underground, so any attacks against it will have disadvantage because it's pretty much submerged. You have a ready to action, Theo. You saw her go like, "Oh, I'll rule you can make an attack if you'd like," but all you're seeing are like teeth, like mandibles coming up out of the ground to bite her. If that makes sense.
All right.
You want to make your chromatic
I'll give it a shot.
I will say there is a chance that if you miss this, you hit Val.
Yeah, very likely chance.
And you have disadvantage.
So, like, is it going to be a thing where, like, if I miss, I hit her? Do you know what I mean? Like...
Not exactly. It's going to depend on how well you do. Like, if you get really close to hitting it, right, then I'll say no. But if you miss by a wide margin, I'm going to say you hit Val. Yeah. If it's like you roll horribly, then
and I got
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Val with this spell. Yeah, and you have disadvantage.
I mean, I already readied the action. You know what I mean? I kind of...
You did. I mean, you could reevaluate in the moment. You don't have to go for it. If you realize, like, oh, okay, shit, maybe I don't want to do that, right?
Yeah,
like
if
I'm worried about
hitting...
action to shoot whoever comes around this corner, and then your mom comes around the corner. You don't have to shoot your mom, is what I'm trying to say.
If I'm worried about hitting
right.
not the creature, I think I'll wait, I guess. I'll
I
hold
had-
it until I have a better shot.
So like, already, and they're like, oh,
like, wait, hold on.
Like, oh, hold on.
It's not a good enough shot, I guess, if that makes sense.
I had
cool. And now it's actually
my action ready too.
ahead.
Now that
Go
it's
ahead,
in range, can I attack them?
Oh yes, you can definitely hit it.
Does
Go
the
for it.
extra attack still go for a ready action, or do I just get the one?
No, because you spent your bonus action. Oh yes, for extra attack it does, but you can't do 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah,
So
I just have
two
constants on
attacks
my
with-
shield.
Oh yeah, yep. You can do 2 hits.
Cool.
Go for it.
First one's
Whenever you take the attack action.
wow. They're both mod 20.
You're good.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Totally.
Awesome. So that's 12 and 7, so 19 total.
19 total. Oh
Those
my gosh,
mandibles.
that's brutal.
Shing,
So it's just the mandibles, but what does this? Yeah, it look like? You're
Yeah, I
just
grab my
slicing
angle,
it?
so I hit the one, and then I hit the next one.
Yeah, boom, boom. You get big, deep
Yeah.
gouges in the side of its mouth. Cool. It looks pretty bad. Let's see. Actually, yeah, it lets go
Yes.
and then disappears under the earth. It's like, nope, not doing that again. Okay, Theo, you saw something come up, bite Val. She slashed at it and then seemed to be able to move her leg again. So it looks like it's
submerged.
gone, at least temporarily.
All right, can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah. What are you trying to figure out?
I am trying to figure out if I can dispel this firewall or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Go for
I got a 23.
it. 23. Yeah, it's definitely not like the most powerful magic effect. If you had something like counterspell or dispel magic, you could probably dispel it. You think that it basically will go away when it absorbs a certain amount of damage. Like, not you dealing damage to it. When it deals a certain amount of damage, then you think it will extinguish. It almost as though it has an appetite. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, can I...
Moss, come here, Moss. Come here, buddy.
The fire.
Moss, like, wanders into the fire. Yeah.
Over here.
Bug in it.
What's this chest made out of? Like...
Flame. Oh, the chest? The chest is made out of wood, and then, like, has iron tracings.
Can I
around
try to
inside
push
of it.
that
Yeah.
chest into the fire?
Yep. Sure, I will say it takes most of your round. Maybe make a strength to try to do it a little quicker, right? Because it's a big, heavy chest. I had Jrmi drag it over
Pretty
here.
good.
So.
I got a penalty to strength, though, so that's
Okay.
a 15.
Yeah. 15 is actually pretty good. Yeah, you can go over there and, like, with adrenaline, like, oh!
I gotta
into
help
fire.
him.
So it goes in, and then it starts to burn. It doesn't look like it's going to extinguish, but it does kind of open a small opening in the fire. If you wanted to try to, like, jump through, you see a little bit of a gap
I'll
there.
do that.
But you don't think this is gonna... You think it needs to be, like, flesh. You know what I mean? You don't think that wood counts, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense. And
You
gold
try
didn't
acrobatics to
count
leap through?
either.
No. Gold didn't count either.
Yeah, I'll try an acrobatics, see if I can get through there.
Leap it.
Great. Let me see. Is it a save or just a straight up?
Straight up.
Yeah. My bad.
Give me an acrobatics
Right.
check.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. I got a 6.
Yeah, a 6? Okay.
Trip on it.
You leap through, but your cloak gets caught on the chest, so it kind of like tumbles you into the fire. You land on the other side, prone, with 16 fire
Can I?
damage.
Okay. Can I do a reaction?
What's
Can
that?
I do? Can I do
what's your
shield
reaction?
as a reaction as I go through?
I think shield increases your AC.
Shield. An invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you until the start of your next turn. You have it's plus bonus to my AC.
Plus, and so it doesn't. It's not
You're
gonna
right.
help you
that
against
doesn't do
fire,
nothing.
Yeah. If it was like resistance.
Never mind.
So save your spell. Yeah, but you land on the other side, all cooked, and then the fire on both sides.
Okay, cool.
Theo,
Well,
what's up, buddy?
How much
dude.
damage? Sorry.
16 fire.
Where are you at?
Yeah.
I'm definitely
He's
at
pretty close.
No, you don't.
8.
Got it.
Great, that's Theo's
So I'm
turn.
bloodied. Like that beat the
Val.
hell out of me, basically. Like,
Yeah. Lying on the ground, all cooked. Yeah. Like a roast.
I'm here.
turkey. Yeah.
Smoke
I'm
coming
here
from
to.
every part
I'm
of
here to
him.
help, and then I faint. Basically. Yeah.
I'm here
the
to receive
bravery.
help. Yeah. Val, it is your turn. So this creature bit you and then disappeared back into the earth.
I like that you're like the bravery when it was an accident.
It's not like, whoops. I did perception. I got a 7.
Cool.
So nothing.
Yeah, it's gone.
For a bonus action, I'm gonna do second wind though.
Okay, cool.
Woo.
Yeah, do you want to, as your action, ready?
Yes. Yeah. Definitely
like-
gonna ready.
Do another attack. Cool. Got it. All right, then it is Moss's turn. He will similarly go sniffing around. He's looking around, and he looks up at Jrmi with, like, fear in his eyes. Jrmi, it's your turn.
Moss is
Well, I wanted to go over to Theo, but does that trigger an attack
Okay.
by anything?
It does not. Not
Not
currently.
in sight.
But he's looking at you like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You need poopies
Yeah.
when you show.
He made poopies. Yeah, that's
And he
the
poops.
that's the look.
It's got nothing to do with the monster. He's like,
Oh no.
Because he wears a diaper. We make the
happening.
badger wear a diaper.
yeah, he wears a big diaper like a zoo gorilla. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't
Damn it.
let him just shit in the woods.
You go to the bathroom in the dungeon, and they have the changing table, but the picture isn't a baby; it's like a badger, right? Yeah, and like pulls it down, like, okay, Moss. There you go.
Got the badger powder. You know.
Badger powder.
But it's all in the fur, right? Like it's awful. Like, can you imagine a diaper on an animal? It's so much worse because of the fur. Like you're containing all of the poo in one area rather than like letting it fall freely. Like you're like forcing
Oh,
it.
it's so gross.
Yeah, switching it in there. Jrmi, what would you like to do on your turn in Dungeons
Moss
and
is a
Dragons?
bad badger if he shits his pants. That's the thing. He's not allowed to.
A very bad badger.
He's supposed to tell us so we
Spray
take
him
it
down,
off.
yeah.
Take off the diaper.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay, good. So Jrmi.
Yeah, cool. What would you like to do with your turn, Priska? Priska Morena?
I'm gonna walk over to Theo and like pat you on the back and be like, "Good job," and then you get 14 points back. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
Good
almost
job.
all
Pat,
right.
pat.
Yeah.
Cool. Move and action. And then the ground under your feet ruptures. Here it comes.
Oh yeah.
Here comes the fun.
Yeah, baby. 17.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll get you.
I gotcha.
You take 8 slashing damage from its bite. I don't know why that's slashing. I feel like it should be piercing, but slashing damage from its bite, and then you take 3 points of acid damage from its bite, and similarly, you are grappled. It's much higher up on your thigh, though, because it's a bigger creature compared to you. And yeah, you can see this like weird bug creature has kind of popped up and lashed onto you. Great.
Are they within range of me?
They are. Yeah, you can
Awesome.
turn around and slash.
I shall
if you
turn
want.
around
Yep,
and slash
go for
it. Uh-oh. 12.
12. That will not.
And then
do
the second
it,
one's
no.
mod 20.
His second attack. Yes. That one
For
will.
8
Go
points
for it.
damage.
8 points. Okay, it is still alive. Yeah, you want to stab? Like, what does this
Yeah, I
look
think
like?
I like miss with the
Be
first
kinda
slash,
careful
and then
'cause
I just
Jrmi.
like stab into the mandible. The second one.
Cool. Awesome. Like, you see, like alien style, like acidic blood is like spraying everywhere and hitting the ground. It's gross. Theo, it's your turn.
Great. I will. Do I see the creature?
You
I
do
will
see the creature.
Throw
Yep.
a chromatic orb at it.
Okay. You are in melee
Oh, I
with
am.
it, technically, because everyone's really pretty smushed in here, so you'd have disadvantage on that attack
Okay.
again.
But
If you have like a touch spell or something,
yeah,
that could
actually,
work.
I think I'll do
but
that instead. if I'm so close.
Okay.
I will do Shocking Grasp then.
Great. Perfect. Make your spell attack.
Melee spell attack, which that's like the same for me, right? Yeah.
Still the same thing. Yeah.
God Lord. 7. Yeah. No dice.
No. So I think you put your hand on it, but it's got all these armor plates,
Doesn't quite
right?
go through.
So that
Next time I'll just try harder.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just really grab it. Grab it on the nuts. All right. Cool. Val, it is your turn.
Is it still holding on to Jrmi?
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm just gonna keep banging on it with my sword.
Do
With
it
my
with your
sword. First one is a 24. Second is an 18.
Oh yeah. Cool. It's got 4 hit points. You killed it. You wanna
I
describe what this
absolutely
looks like?
do, because my first one was 12.
Nice.
So I think I slashed the one like right beneath her feet, the one that I just stabbed, and then I just puncture like down into the ground where I think its head is. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, and like there's this burble of acid that comes up, and then it goes up in green flame and is gone. Nice. There's still big like weird potholes in the stone around where it popped out. Like the idea of it burrowing into hard stone is crazy to you, but
Can I look in the
Cool.
pothole and see if it like breached the level
next
below
floor,
us?
Yeah, go for it. Perception check, please.
17.
You look down there, and it looks like it's pretty shallow. It looks like it just kind of went like, if here's the top floor, here's the bottom floor, it went like down like that. You could conceivably, like, if you spent time, like, dig your way down. It, like, started away, so if you wanted to, you could. But it didn't go deep enough.
Okay.
Right? It's like going in between the floors.
Huh.
Yeah. Sorry. Great. Cool. That is another monster.
Yeah.
A lot of these monsters here in the Hall of 12 Monsters.
Right?
Weird.
Great. What's next? You guys are through the dragon area.
Is there any other
rooms mapped.
any other doors through here we can go through?
Not that you've seen, no. Well, there's one door that you haven't gone
No,
through
I just
yet.
meant in that particular chamber, but
Oh, no, so it's like the antechamber that leads back out into that
Oh,
triangular
okay.
hallway.
Yeah.
So you had like the lion went this way towards this corner, and then the dragon is up, and then the ram is to the side. So now you've been through all 3 of them.
So where is that
Yeah.
rusty area in that like?
So here's the triangle. The displacer beast was on this side. The collapsed in area was down here, and the rust is over here. And you guys are like up here right now.
Okay, that makes sense to me. Okay. Is there? Can I do a perception check in this room? Or an investigation?
What are you looking for? In this little atrium area where the dragon stuff was?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking for. I feel like there was. Is there potentially like a chest or like an item or like is there any?
We got that. Yeah, it was that chest with the bottles in it,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, I have the bottles in the bag.
we already got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
What
was
are
that
those?
room. Yep.
We haven't investigated them yet. I just put it in the bag.
Can
You could do an Arcana
yes,
check.
check it out? Let's
Perfect.
see.
You want?
Yeah, no, no.
What is it?
just a mixed drink.
13.
Like in it.
Right.
Oh, it's a sex on the beach.
You've seen this before. Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
You've seen these before. These are potions of fire breath.
Awesome.
You think you drink them, and then you have like for an hour the ability to basically breathe like one gout of flame.
cool.
Yeah.
Guys, we still do have these healing potions and those 3 mysterious potions too. I keep
The 3
forgetting.
mysterious.
Right.
One of them was strength.
There are
first, you
also
have to-
3 potions, so I don't know how you guys want to divvy those up.
I'll take
Weird.
one.
Weird.
All of them, I mean.
No, you said
They're
one
in
first.
my
You said
bag.
one first. So
I
get
messed
one
up.
too.
I messed
got all
up.
Ah!
Not again.
So we all have one in our bags.
Yes.
Dibsies. Yeah. Great. Cool. It's almost like everyone got a
Oh my
magic item
god.
Except for Jam. Oh.
So cool.
Okay, I'll get 2, and then Val, you can have 1 too. All right, and then Jammy. Well,
Well, you can just live without it.
maybe next time, Jammy. You can have
You have your
so far.
engagement ring.
Here's this ring for you, Moss. Here you go, Moss. Right.
Yes.
So remember when you
Moss
had
gets
like
the
8
ring.
hit points and then I gave you back to almost full health?
What do you mean?
Yeah, cool story.
What do you
One
mean?
turn, huh? Cool. Yeah.
You needed me. I was critical in that fight.
Huh.
I don't think
How
you
would you
hit
have
it
gotten?
once.
How would you have gotten out of the fire if I didn't hurl
Well, I
my
would have
body
done
through?
okay.
We would have been fine.
I didn't roast myself up on the spit, if you will.
I distracted.
Great, what's next?
Is the wall of fire still up on the further end? Cool.
Nope, that one's down. Both of them went.
All right, so we gotta go through this restaurant, huh?
Yeah.
God damn it. Or do we have a decently clear path to it from where we are now?
Yeah, huh? You just have to like go out the door and then down to the side. Yeah, it's not too far away. Actually, yeah, if you're here, if you were rusting to the other side, stuff is probably starting to rust. You didn't really realize as you're fighting that monster.
We have to.
But yeah.
Do you want to just take off some of your stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the dragon chest. Number one, because it's super cool. Number two, I'm gonna leave Constance and my lion shield and my owlbear armor in there.
Okay.
I don't know what my base AC would be though. Is it 12 plus my con?
Give me a perception check real quick before you.
There's cameras filming you getting undressed.
14. You can see that your armor, your non-magical armor, is rusting, but neither the shield nor Constance has any rust on it.
Then I'm going to keep those guys on me. Yeah. But I will definitely put my armor into the dragon chest.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then your AC goes down to, it would be 10 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay, cool. God.
Yeah.
I'm squishy now, guys.
Oh, if you have the shield though, it goes up by 2. Yeah, so you'd be at 14. It's not the worst AC,
but still. From my 21.
For a fighter, it's not
good,
great.
guys.
Yeah, you don't want 14 AC.
Not
good. Need them healing potions probably.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe we'll see.
Awesome. So you guys want to head over there?
Let's do it. Let's go towards that restaurant.
Who's got the best AC now?
You do.
Great.
Why did we bring that up?
Why did I ask that?
Who's got the most sorcerer points? Oh, is it me?
Oh, goodness.
Right.
Who got lit on fire? Oh, that's right.
Great. Okay, you guys can round the corner and head over to that door. So, anyone else with any metal equipment would also start to rust. Jrmi, did you want to leave anything behind, or do you want to just
I'll leave my dagger behind, but I'll take the rapier.
Okay.
Because I just got that. I don't care about it.
I'll take my short sword with.
You don't give a shit.
Care.
Okay. Cool.
We'll see what happens.
So cosmetically, as you guys walk over there, yeah, anything you have that's metal on you, even like the buckles on your shoes and like things like that, will kind of like get coated with this thin layer of rust. Has no mechanical effect so far. But you head over, and you can see there's a big metal door in the wall, on the same like the inner wall, the same way that the carving was on the opposite side. It's similar in design to the other doors, like the Chimera door or the Ram, Lion, and Dragon doors. But it has a different animal, a different beast on it. You guys last time identified it as a manticore. So it's got the wings and then the lion's mane and a human face with teeth that go in rows. And it similarly has like a knocker similar to the one that was in the Displacer Beast room. Like, it doesn't look like there's any kind of lock or mechanism. You think you probably just have to pull it open.
I hate all of this, so I'm not getting close to the door. I'm just like, oh god, why?
Yeah, no. But it's all rusted over. Like, the hinges are really badly rusted, and the whole thing is like, it looks like it's you don't even know if it would open. Right? That's how rusted over it is.
I'll go up to it.
Cool. What do you guys want to do? Great.
Is the door rusted as well?
The door is completely rusted over. Yeah.
I'll do an Arcana check on the door.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
8. Yeah.
8. Yeah. You don't sense any magic in it. It just seems like a big door.
Okay. I'll knock.
Cool. Doesn't seem to. Even the like knocker goes. It's like so rusted it almost doesn't want to knock. Kind of rings a little bit hollowly, but then 5 seconds pass, 10 seconds pass, nothing happens.
Can I look up a manticore in the monster manual?
Yeah.
I'll do a nature check here. I mean, I looked this up last time, I think, already, but I got a 13.
Yeah. So you have encountered a manticore before. So you feel like, you don't really have to read the whole page about manticores. Yeah. So maybe you kind of skim it a little bit. But they're basically similar to chimeras. They're not terribly natural creatures. They are somewhat intelligent. Remember, they look like lions, and they have like big bat wings, and then they have like the sort of human face with the multiple rows of teeth. Their main like form of attack, in addition to the claws and teeth, is they have a tail with a bunch of spikes on it. They can shoot like quills out of. Is their main thing. You know in this world that manticores are pretty rare, and that they are sort of worshipped sometimes as like monster gods by these like weird sort of doomsday cultists. When you guys went to that one city, the Turtle City, there was evidence of that sort of religious war between people who worship the giant turtle and people who worship the manticore. So you know that they are intelligent, but usually not particularly smart. Like they can speak, but they're not accounted as being very, very smart.
Kind of like trolls.
But they're sometimes worshipped by, kind of like trolls, but sometimes worshipped by, cultists or like goblins or orcs as being these like, avatars of destruction and malice and hatred, right? They're kind of these beasts of pure evil. Sometimes they'll serve wizards or something like that, or as mounts or guardians, things like that, like evil wizards. But yeah, kind of like a chimera. They don't really exist much in the world unless they're like summoned or created.
Is there any writing anywhere?
Not that you see on the door. You also know they don't have any rust powers and anything like that. Like it's weird that this area is very rusty and nowhere else.
Like why is this going on? It doesn't really correlate.
Yeah, it doesn't correlate to manticores, as far as you can tell.
I definitely just walk up and yank it open.
Okay, you grab it. It doesn't really want to give. Give me a strength check, please. You think it's so rusted?
I think your ability's gone too, because I don't think I maintain the concentration when I get hit with that fire.
No, yeah,
I mean,
definitely
I didn't really say it.
Oh, you could have technically you could make a save. Yeah, roll your save. You might have.
Okay, let's see.
It hasn't been really. It's maybe been.
Is
like
it a
half
deck
an hour
save or what?
At most.
Or
it's a Constitution save.
Okay.
What level of the spell is enhanced ability? It's second level.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not it. It's the amount of damage you took. Oh yeah, so it's either DC 10 or it's the amount of damage. You took 16 damage, so go ahead and roll your con save. Yeah, so it's just DC 16.
Mod 10.
Yeah, so it's gone by now. Yeah, so you don't have the.
Well, then I just got 9.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you try to tug it. But the door is like
Super
very,
rusty.
very stuck.
If you want to try again, I can give you bardic inspiration.
Cool. I'm gonna try again.
We also have that strength potion.
You could also here. Moss will grab you on the pant leg and start to pull back with you, and then you have advantage.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
And you
Excellent.
have bardic inspiration if you want it. But.
So that's 15.
Cool. Yep. This awful, like grinding, screeching, terrible noise as you pull this huge door open.
It's just reverberating down the hallway.
Yeah. And you're touching the rust, and it's getting on your hands.
I hate it.
You hate it, right? This awful smell hits you is the first thing. This like sickly, like wet, moist, like Florida swamp, but like very insectoid kind of smell. Kind of comes wafting out of this room. It's a small chamber. It's maybe about 10 feet wide and about 15 feet long. It's like not huge. Dark in there, but your dark vision can penetrate it, especially with light coming in from the hall. There is a little altar, and it's kind of surrounded by these candles, kind of covered with all these melted candles. When you come in, that altar all those candles will kind of light with green flame. And you can see that behind the altar, sort of up against the wall, is a big, like, metallic statue of a manticore, like, rah, and obviously some kind of a monstrous pose. It looks like it's, meant to be being worshipped at the altar. The main thing that you notice when you come into the room, though, is that the entire place is carpeted in these, like, thick, like, webs, I guess? Like, this awful, like, organic, sort of fleshy material that's, like, coating the whole room. Like, giant cobwebs. They're made out of some material that's, like, not spider silk. It's really, like, wet and thick. And, like, you can, like, hear it kind of dripping. Ew. It's just this awful... Like, think of that scene in Aliens, right?
Yeah.
Where, like, all the bodies are up against the walls. It's like that, but more like webs. Like, these like, giant, nasty cobwebs. And it smells rank. Like, it's awful when you open it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's almost like peeling back, like, furniture or something and seeing, like, a cockroach infestation. It's like that kind of a feel. Like, oh, Jesus. And you're smelling it, and it's really gross.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Moss is, like covering his nose. Super sensitive, bad nose. Getting away from it. Yeah.
Which is interesting because he loves smell.
What do you guys want to do?
Yeah. Not this much, apparently.
Oh, that's true. I guess it's Moss. Maybe he's like going in and like, oh yeah, like
raunchy business.
I forgot. Yeah. He's probably all about it. You've already started. He's like started rolling in it. He's like covering it now. Yeah. It's awful. Great. That actually is a great place to stop for now, and then we can come back into the last little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm a bee. So you guys are standing in the entrance to this manticore chamber, the altar, the rusted over statue of the manticore, and then whatever the hell this like disgusting film of slimy bug excrement is all over the place. Yeah, it's awful. Whatever it is, but it just stinks to hide.
No.
What do you want to do?
I want to go check out the altar.
Okay,
Would that be investigation?
What's okay? Yeah.
I have something I want to do, but I'm gonna wait.
12.
So yeah, this looks like a stone altar. The candles are kind of arrayed around it, like you could kind of like put your hands there or do something on it, right? It's like kind of kneeling height. You see there does appear to be like a space on the floor around it, like you have to kind of brush some of the gunk away. But you can see that there's like an area that's a slightly different color stone, almost like you're meant to kneel and then like go prostrate on the altar like that. But you don't find any like levers or inscriptions or anything like that. It's like stone, kneeling, and then the candles, yeah. And then, like, if you look up from that position, like, the manticore's, like, looming over you. Like, it's like, clearly designed to be in that spot. Yeah.
Can I do a religion check?
Cool. Yes. What are you trying to figure out?
If I can kind of identify who worships what this worship. Like, if I can figure this out.
Yeah. Any basic information, like general information.
If maybe a prayer or something like that. 17.
Yes, perfect. 17. Okay, yes. You do know that there, after you guys went to Calcedonia, the city on the giant turtle, and you discovered the cult there, Professor Varric, the religious professor, basically made you do this really boring like lecture series about the cult of the Manticore because, you know, how exciting and how relevant to your interests.
We had to learn something about it.
And so... Yeah, and so you had to, like, memorize a bunch of information and prayers about the Manticore, and you, like, kind of remember some of them. Cody, I would like you to get out your phone, because I'm going to text you a bit of the prayer that you remember. You don't know what part of it is, necessarily, and it's like, this is, like, almost like the Our Father for this, like, weird monster cult. God, will you just... Yeah, It's not letting me copy. Okay. Copy. Sorry. This is riveting for everyone else.
It is. We're just looking at Fox.
Don't worry, we'll edit this out in post.
I
won't.
No.
Oh, you won't?
The editor says no.
Editor's shaking.
It's not gonna happen.
She has too much other stuff to add.
So while he's studying that, what are you doing, Jrmi? As Moss is like rubbing his nose.
God. Other than vomiting, can I make a nature check on this stuff?
Yep.
13.
Great. Yeah, you're not 100% sure. You don't think it's like a bug in the traditional sense, like it's too big and it's too much. Like you think that if it was a cockroach or something, like a normal sized bug, whatever made this would have to be like decently sized. You would say about this big, maybe the size of a rust monster. Yeah. But you don't know. You've only ever encountered rust monsters like in isolation, and like one or two here or there. Like you've never seen this kind of material or like them do something like this. They're normally just like, oh, here's like they're like crabs. Like you just like see one or two of them scuttling around. You know, maybe this is like what their nests look like or something like that. But if it is, it's very weird and you've never encountered it before. So did you get the text, Cody?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's the little snippet of it that you remember. It's
very
probably
like,
I mean, you could absolutely share that if you want.
I remember some prayer with these weird worshippers. I don't know if it's all of it, but something like, "For I am but mortal flesh, to be ripped, torn, and devoured." Something else more. That's all I remember. That's all I remember right now. Does anyone else remember more?
Perception checks, actually, all three of you.
15.
14.
I got a 13.
Okay, cool.
Ah, cute.
Yeah, all three of you notice then that as he says that, you're kind of looking around, and then you see the candles almost flare just a little bit, and it makes the shadow of the manticore on the back wall look like it kind of moved.
Cool.
Right, like the light kind of shifts, so it almost maybe you totally imagined it, but it's almost like the candles kind of for a second as you said that. Yeah.
Did we have to memorize that? Was that a thing? I was probably not feeling well that day. Maybe I was at PE all day. I don't know. I'm sure there was some fight contest or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure there was some fight contest or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
we see a montage of all these things happening in the like religious class. Like there's a fire at one point, and you're just like,
just like sharpening my sword,
like explaining like this is a very important prayer, and like we see the chalkboard. It just says blah 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 on it, right? It's like Val's mind. Like I don't know, whatever. You're just
I didn't say
like
anything religion. She does not give a shit.
You should try to roll and see if you remember though.
She's got a.
I do.
Right? Like, terrible at it.
I mean, let's do it because it might even make it funnier.
Maybe you'll
a 14.
You got
a 14. Yeah, you remember a snatch. Of
yes.
It, actually. Yeah.
So like the blah 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 for the.
You remember how it starts because. Yeah, you remember the first part because you remember like oh god, like zoning out when he started to say it. Like I'm not paying attention to this.
Oh, who wants to do that?
Nope.
Butterfly out the window.
I will text this to you. Yeah, exactly. I tried to type in Heather, and it came up Here-gore. Like, don't want to send a text to Here-gore.
I do the thing where I start.
I don't know who that is.
I pick the person I want to text, and then I immediately start typing the text, but it's typing it in like the sender line.
Yeah.
Oh, in the name, so yeah. Like, hey, Steven, I'd like to. And it's just long.
And it's like you get ats in there, like it becomes like this weird email address, basically.
Yes. It's like whoops.
That's pretty funny. Okay, there you go, Heather. I haven't texted you in like years.
That's true, like directly at least. We're always just in the group one.
since December, yeah. Yikes. Okay. So you have a snippet of it, and you think Theodûir has a snippet of it, yeah.
Well, I remember the beginning, but God, it was just really boring after that. There were so many cool things to look at otherwise.
Right. What was the beginning?
Moss gets really excited. He seems to.
What is it, boy?
I rolled a religion for him, but he remembers.
He
can't talk, right? Like he knows the middle part.
Yes, Jared, that's awesome.
Okay, yeah, that's great. He'll take it in his mouth.
Maybe we can kind of.
Oh, he rolled a nat one. It's completely incomprehensible. So he just starts.
And he's like pointing at it, like he's like.
It's just scribbles. Yeah. And he's like scooting around, like, look, can you see? And it's just fucking nuts.
The chalk broke.
He ate the chalk.
Yeah, he broke in his mouth. He ate half.
His like human brain is definitely gone.
But he's very proud of it and like looks at it as though like he's almost like lost the power to read. Like he doesn't know that it's nonsense.
Yeah,
like, it makes sense to him. And he's like,
but look,
that's so good. I'll try religion.
Good job, Moss.
Yeah.
Good job.
14.
Okay, yes, you can remember.
Can I pretend like I'm reading it so that he feels better?
Yes, 100%. Give me a deception.
That's so nice of you.
You got it.
Seriously.
18.
You're really good at
the idea that Theo's like, why would you do that?
Why would you pretend?
Why would you be nice to anyone?
Cooperate with me later. Probably.
Okay. Cool. I will send it to you. Kate. Exciting text messages.
I like to just like our messages to be like, okay, cool, yeah, we'll chat later. The Dark Lord has risen.
Yeah. Right,
yeah. Grab pizza. I'll be on in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. All worship and glory to his black mouth. Like whatever it is. Yeah. Extremely dark one text. Yeah, okay. Pretty bad. Yeah, when she, what did you get in your deception,
18.
by the way? 18, okay. When she, like, kind of has that idea and starts to do it, you can feel Constance in your hand, sort of quietly, like, tell no falsehood, like, kind of angrily upset that someone nearby is lying, right? Doesn't do anything. She's just like, you just hear it in your mind, Val, right? Like,
just like,
Did I meet her? Was I there?
You kind of met her in the waiting room.
Yeah, you were
sort
of, yeah, because you were
okay,
undead,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
that's right.
Or you were in the afterlife. You were
past.
undead. Anyway, so you guys each have your texts.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so what do you remember?
I point at it and go, "Oh, Manticore the monstrous!"
The lights kind of at that.
For I am but mortal flesh to be ripped, torn, and devoured.
They flicker.
Rend me with thine fangs, rake me with thine claws, pierce me with thine quills. Kujamas!
Yeah!
He's like so excited and like back and forth. The candles kind of flare again, but nothing seems to happen.
Well, that was a good thing we remembered as a group.
I think.
We're almost there.
Was there anyone kneeling?
Oh, I thought you still were.
No one was kneeling.
No, no one was.
Oh, I thought you still were.
Okay, so we know it all. Who wants to do it?
Not me.
We want to pick straws.
Straws.
Whoever gets
we
the
just
short,
have random straws that we pull out.
Whoever gets the short stick.
Yeah,
does the prayer.
they're in your adventurer's gear because like who's gonna step on the trap, right? Like it's a complimentary set of drawing straws. Yeah.
Actually, I have an idea.
Right, yeah.
Could I cast mirror image and make one of my mirror images do the prayer?
You could. Yeah, you could like position yourself. You would still have to kneel.
I mean, it's
you
like
can't
all of
make
us
the mirror
kneeling,
images do
but like
anything
I
you're
can
not
position
doing.
it.
Yeah, you
so,
could all kneel.
So one of them would be on the altar itself.
If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
Sure. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Great.
Oh god, there's all the Theos again.
And then I'll...
I assume it's the one that's not on his phone, right?
Right.
That's doing it. Yeah.
He's texting it to the
That's
idol.
not a real thing, though. Just, yeah, texting like he like goes to his contacts, Manticore idol. Right. And you see the like previous messages like, do you want to get a pink berry? No, I'm busy later, right? Like, and then
maybe tomorrow. Cool. Yeah, that'd be a good breakfast.
This is not canon.
I like the
Cody,
idea that
where
Theo
there's
always
not
has his
actually a
hair
version
like
of
in his
Theo.
face too.
Yeah.
You can't really ever see
got
his
the
eyes.
Fall Out Boy
Yeah. Yeah. Always has a frown on his face.
Yeah. He's always going on vacation with his family, and he hates it.
Has the most loving, supportive
right?
parents.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he just despises them.
But we bought you a unicorn.
Okay, great. So you're kneeling, and you have you're ready to do the prayer.
So
it starts with O Manticore the monstrous.
O Manticore the monstrous, for I am but mortal flesh, to be ripped, torn, and devoured.
Rend me with thy fangs, rake me with thine claws, pierce me with thine quills.
What is it? I couldn't hear you.
He's the one kneeling. I think he wants to read the whole thing.
Oh.
Rend me with thy fangs, rake me with thine claws, pierce me with thine quills.
Again, the candles kind of flicker, but
We're missing part of it.
Shit.
Alright. Val's gonna actually think about this. Let's see if she remembers anything, if that butterfly was super distracting. No. That butterfly was so goddamn cool. And then there was a fight going on.
And you did remember the beginning. You didn't remember nothing. You just remembered the beginning. Yeah. You can make an intelligence check. You can make a religion check. You could try
I guess I'll
other
do another
things.
religion check. Is that okay?
Go for it.
I already did that, but...
Yeah, no, you can.
That is a 13.
Okay. You think you might have it out of order.
Oh, I see. I see. So we don't know the order, really.
So yours goes last.
What is yours?
Mine totally, yes.
What's yours, Heather?
Mine's O Manticore
you
the
know,
monstrous.
You know O Manticore the monstrous is
because that's all I paid attention to, and that was like, haha, no.
That makes sense. Yeah. So do we flip ours, probably?
So yeah, probably.
Alright, you guys still want one of the Theodûirs to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. O Manticore?
O Manticore the monstrous.
The monstrous, okay. O Manticore the monstrous, rend me with thine fangs, rake me with thine claws, pierce me with thine quills, for I am but mortal flesh, to be ripped, torn, and devoured.
Oh god.
Like a horrible grinding sound, like rusty, because the whole like iron statue is rusted. It slowly turns, and as it turns, you see the wall that you guys are on.
Oh god.
Like almost the whole room is spinning. Like, oh god!
Before the Theodûirs get
you're sort of
trapped behind
rotated
the wall.
around. Is the one on his phone doesn't realize that
he's
where
left
else is
behind.
going? So yeah.
Great, my
stays
stupid
over there,
family is like disappeared again.
He's like, go flirt with girls.
No, we have to go to Peoria to see Grandma or whatever it is. Yeah. So it rotates fully around, and the smell gets like progressively worse. And you can see that you are now in like a larger chamber as the door kind of like locks, or the rotating part of the room locks into place. Much larger chamber. It's sort of styled almost like a king's throne room or something like that. It has like lots of tiered shelves, like tiered platforms, lots of like pillars holding them up. You can see a lot of like rotted finery, like what looks like fainting couches and like big pillows and stuff, but they're all old and decrepit. And you can see the entire room is covered in that same gunk, like all the like webbing is hanging off of everything. It's like very thick and gross. Beyond that, you also see there's some kind of a large shape sitting on the top of these like tiered platforms, right? Like sort of in the place of honor. It starts to kind of shift a little bit as you guys come in. Give me a perceptions to see more than that.
19.
10.
Great. 10. Okay.
Not quite 11. Yeah.
Theo? Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys, the two of you can see basically that, what I described. You can tell whatever that thing is on that platform is like obviously moving and going to respond to you. But Jrmi, you notice that hanging off the walls in a couple different areas are these like big, you were thinking about bugs earlier, so these big like, they almost look like pustules or like sacs. These like big wet fleshy somethings kind of like hanging like almost like they look like wrapped up, like a spider grabs like a fly and like twines it up there like that. They're kind of like hanging off of the walls and the ceiling all around the room. You can also see that as this creature kind of unfurls itself, it's sort of like partially covered in the webbing too. You guys can see this too. It looks like a manticore, but it is all emaciated. It's like bones are kind of sticking out, and it looks very like weak and horrible and covered in this webbing. And there is a big, like almost like a goiter, like a pustule, like sticking out of the side of its neck, and it's all covered in like orange kind of plating and this webbing. You can see the manticore's eyes are like grayed over and kind of lopsided, like, and the way it sort of looks at you, it doesn't look like it's looking at you with its face, almost like this thing on its neck is looking at you. And a pair of like big fronded antennae kind of uncurl and wave in the air, and it sort of like it comes over towards you, almost like it's being steered like a puppet. And that is where we will conclude. Next week. Yeah, with a juicy, awesome. I know. We'll see what happens.
Maybe.
So thanks for playing, guys, and thanks for listening and watching this episode of the Junior Adventurers League. We'll be back next Sunday with more exciting adventures. But until then, in your everyday life, this is an important message I want you guys to remember. The motto of the Junior Adventurers League. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Party above
all.
Yeah, maybe.
Thanks for watching. We did it. It was perfect. Do it in one take. One take.